ladies and gentlemen. It's time for an all-new double special show starring Christopher Gorges, Tiffany Barbee, and me, JB Lee. Let's get on with the show, kiddies.
You and me. So say the stars, it's meant to be. My heart is for you.
No, let it play, damn it. Let that music play.
Just turning it down so we can be heard.
You can hear me all the time. Everybody's just getting up and walking out, coming in.
I know. Nobody is ready for tonight. We're getting slack. Getting used to it.
Welcome back, double special Wednesday night. Thanks for joining us. If you're listening on IRN, it is Friday night. The weekend's here. If you're listening on Gear, it's Saturday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Take the crust from out of your eyes. Check out the show. We got a great one tonight, I think. It's going to be a good show tonight.
Is it?
Yeah, we're going to be switching microphones. It's going to be awesome.
You got plans, eh?
I got pizza in me now, so I'm happy.
Oh my God, that
Once
was
you
so
get the pizza in
good.
you.
It is good.
I really like it.
Even Marcos.
I don't know, just pizza in general, dude. I love pizza. I can't get enough of the pizza.
That Marco's pizza is so good. Like
that
I've never
Marco's-
had it besides here. And the Whitey, what is it called? The Whitey pizza?
No,
No,
it's not called
it's not the
Whitey.
Whitey.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
No, it's called a Whitey pizza.
It's
What's
called
it called?
white pizza,
White
not white.
cheesy.
White
cheesy.
cheesy.
It's not even a real white pizza.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
my
isn't
God.
it?
No,
No.
white pizzas have ricotta on them.
It's so good though.
Delicious.
Like it's
Crystal hates
so
ricotta cheese.
I do hate ricotta.
I
That's
love-
why I love this.
I love whatever you did ordering that pizza.
That's why she'll never make real lasagna, because she hates ricotta and she puts
Whoa.
provolone in it. Nobody
Whoa,
puts
whoa, whoa,
provolone
whoa, whoa.
in lasagna. You got to have ricotta in there. I mean,
My lasagna is freaking fantastic.
it's. I didn't say it was bad. It's not real lasagna because you don't put the ricotta in there. You got to get the ricotta in there. Ricotta.
First of all, ricotta is disgusting, and second of all, I have the
It's
best
not
lasagna in the
disgusting.
world.
It's delicious.
It is delicious,
Shut up.
especially in lasagna.
It's just
No.
like the grits of mozzarella cheese. Is all it is.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's
It
I
looks
love
like baby's
lasagna.
spit
it's so
up.
creamy and
Oh,
wonderful.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Baby spit up. That's what it reminds me of.
Ew.
Well, maybe
One's
you had
gross.
that problem, but
Like that cottage cheese
still
spit
doesn't
up nasty thing.
still doesn't
Okay.
ruin it for me.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you'll make chicken for them and then not eat it, but you can't do that for lasagna?
Because I like lasagna.
Can you make half of it with ricotta and half of it with
No.
No, what we've had to do is make two separate damn lasagnas, which can get pretty expensive, I might add. And look, I'll take it either way, but it's just better with the ricotta. It's just like
Oh,
what we
yeah.
went through with the taco. Remember we had tacos and she didn't have the sour
oh my
cream,
God, you need sour cream.
and
These-
she looked at us like, "What?
yeah, these are the
sour
kinds
cream.
of questions you should ask before you get married.
No, I think
Do
Like
you like sour cream?"
everyone out there, it's too late for these guys, but definitely ask those kinds of questions before.
Tonight on the show, we're going to talk about Brady Ferguson, our fan from Canada, who has sent us a couple of pictures. I'll have Crystal bring them in. We'll show them to you. They're awesome. Thank you so much, Brady. We're excited to have them in our house.
oh yeah, they're really
And we'll talk
cool.
about the mistake that Crystal made with one of those paintings after, make her feel bad about it.
Uh-oh.
We're also
What?
well,
what?
I'll talk about it in a bit.
Ching-ching.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do reality show sound effects. I want to get one of those steel violin things.
No, I had a thing that you could have done sound effects and you just always blow it off.
Yeah,
so
but can you
whatever.
get that knife sound effect from Hell's Kitchen? They always do, because that's the
No,
the
it's-
stab. You know, like when they screw up the order and it's like, zhink. You know what I'm talking about?
The
No.
unsheathing of a
Yeah.
knife. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I could pull
I
it
hate
right
that
off of there.
sound.
My
I can
hands
pull it right
smell
off of
like
the show.
Pizza.
Anyway, we're going to
God.
talk about Episode 7 Star Wars official trailer. I am excited. I don't know, Tiffany, did you see the trailer?
Nope, but I watched Jurassic World trailer and that excited me.
It has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Why did
But
you
it
just
has
do
to
that?
do with the movie trailer.
No, it doesn't have anything to do
You're
with that.
talking
She
about
can't stay
movie
on topic
trailers.
at all.
Or if it's not
I
about her.
was.
No,
Though Jordan does that all
you're
the time.
bad at topics.
No,
I
you-
had a burger yesterday, Tiffany. Yeah, well, I had a hot dog and some other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
cares? Not comment. Okay, stop. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about my conversation with Tiffany's mom. That was interesting within
God.
itself, and I was very excited to talk to her. But Tiffany got in trouble. We'll talk about that.
I didn't know.
So
Also
hot.
later on in the show, we will
That's the
talk.
porno segment of the show.
We will
Send
talk.
your kids out of the room when we start talking about that phone call.
What?
I'm just creating excitement.
Right now, her mom's like, "What? What did I say? I
I
didn't say."
know.
So many double entendres.
No, it was great. Later on the show, in about a half an hour, 45 minutes, Bob DiBuono will be joining us. This is the second time on
Yay.
the show. New York comedian. Going to come on. He's at Snappers all weekend with our lovely Tiffany Barbee. There he is, Stand Up New York. Great club. I've worked there once. Whatever. It was a showcase. And then we'll also talk about 10 tips for avoiding rape. That should be an interesting discussion. And Jordan wants to talk about the English porn ban. Maybe Petrocelli can call in and weigh in on that.
Goes along with yours.
Yeah. It's all good. And then we'll do a quiz later on. I'm excited about that. I don't know. Hopefully Crystal pulled up. I don't know if she pulled up a quiz.
What kind of
This is
quiz?
going to be on the fly quiz. I guarantee.
Yeah, she's
With
gonna be
Bob
looking.
here?
Because you guys are never prepared, dude.
With
What?
Never prepared.
I'm always prepared.
Last week we had a hooligan quiz, and what did you say the week prior to that about the quiz?
Oh, you're just talking about quizzes.
What did you say?
I did
about,
a check-in. That
What-
was preparing.
What did you say about the quiz the week before last?
I would come up with questions,
And when-
possibly, and I had a question.
You didn't have.
I forget the question now. It's been too long.
You didn't even use.
I'm allowed to forget the question after a week.
You didn't use
That's
the.
perfectly adequate amount of time to forget a thing.
You did not use the question during the quiz. What good is
Right.
the question if
I
you
was
didn't even bring it in?
I was shut out of the question period.
Oh, stop!
Chris did all the work for that.
I really did,
You really did.
and I had them written out and everything.
Yeah, I know. I
That's-
saw it. It was
dude,
really well organized.
It takes 20 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
I'm better at taking quizzes than giving them.
Well,
It's just the sad truth.
I'm not going to argue that because you're right. You are. You suck at giving them. No, you give a good quiz, but you can't set up a quiz. Somebody else
That's
got to
right.
set it up for you.
I like to receive. Check in. Pizza Hut's going to have a new subconscious menu item or thing.
A subconscious?
You look at a screen full of toppings, and in 3 seconds, it orders the pizza for you automatically based on what you looked at the most.
Oh, I don't like that one
I don't
bit.
like that because all of a sudden you'd be like so worried. You'd be like, "Don't think about that. Don't think about that."
Dude, it'll
and you
come
get
up-
your whole pizza with like stuff you didn't want to think about.
Right? It'll come up anchovies every time. Who wants that?
Why were you looking at the anchovies?
Well, because if they come up, like she said, I'll be focused like, not that one. No,
Yeah,
not that one.
yeah,
Maybe you're in the anchovy closet.
No,
No, we caught you looking.
I've
Caught
had-
you looking.
I've had anchovies and I don't
They're
like
I don't
terrible.
trust it. I don't trust it. I hate when technology tries to get all creative like that.
Well, you can always cancel it out.
That's,
and-
that's how the Terminators take over.
Yes, Crystal.
Step one.
That's brilliant because here's the thing.
Oh,
Some
God.
people are in line and they're so retarded. They don't know what they want. They get there. Like, you're going to Pizza Hut. So you should already have in your head what you're getting. But no, they get there and they stand there for like 20 minutes. They don't know what they want.
When
You're
have
stuck
you ever-
behind them.
First of all, when's the last time you went to Pizza Hut and
Oh, yeah.
ordered
I
a
don't
pizza
go to
in
Pizza
line?
Hut because.
Who does that
well, no,
anymore?
if it's a really good pizza
Wait,
restaurant.
stop talking. Who goes and stands in line like at McDonald's to get a pizza? That doesn't happen.
You know what? Here's the thing. McDonald's should incorporate that.
Again, she did the same thing that she just did about the trailer. I don't have a point on that,
It's a
but what if
girl thing.
McDonald's did that?
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's a good idea. So people, if you can't make the order, they're going to make it for you. They know what's in your mind.
No.
Here's what you want.
I don't
Take
like
it.
it. They'll do
Well,
it wrong.
What is how does this work? Does it explain how it is able to pick your Stop talking. Stop talking. For a minute.
After viewing
Jesus.
pictures of ingredients for
even talk.
Stop talking.
She
I
just
didn't
talked.
talk.
You're talking over me
No, I
right
didn't say
now.
I didn't talk. All I did was a hand gesture.
Stop. But that means I'm going to say something. Just
Maybe
please
not.
let me drive the ship, please. Thank you. Good God.
Maybe I just wanted to touch Crystal.
Is there? Did they explain
Did
the
she want to
technology?
touch Crystal?
I don't know.
I got off topic.
There. Please, for the love of God, don't embarrass me in front of Bob DiBuono when he comes here and thinks it's some right. The last time he was
Oh.
here, we didn't have it all
Are
together.
you gonna
either.
accuse him of hitting on your wife?
No. Why would I do
Wow.
that? Jesus.
Why would you?
You're gonna brill him.
I
Just
can't-
answer the goddamn
my
question.
God.
What? Answer the question.
After viewing pictures of ingredients for 3 seconds, the retina reading technology developed by Swedish firm Tobii Toby with 2 eyes determines which ingredients a customer really wants on their pizza
But it doesn't say how just retina.
based
reading.
on the time they checked out the item.
Yeah, but what if they leave one item up longer than another item?
No, it's like all the items on one picture,
Oh.
and it scans which ones you're looking at the
Oh,
I
I thought it was like I thought it was like
yeah,
Clockwork
me
Orange.
too.
Where it's
No.
just
I was
flashes
like-
of.
I was like, what
You're
if someone
talking
has
over
a
me.
lazy eye?
I wasn't
or
done with my
I'm
sentence
excited.
yet.
We're talking about pizza.
But
I'm sorry.
please take a breath and don't talk over me.
Okay.
All right, because it gets really chaotic for people to listen to. That was your first warning. All right.
Okay.
You're
Next
being
warning: no pizza anymore. for you.
Tiffany's being bad.
Jesus, just let me finish the sentence before you get your point out. Yeah. What did you say, Tiffany?
Ah!
Jesus.
I said, what if? Yeah, because I was thinking if someone had a lazy eye or something, they might not get what they want.
Okay. What
You just
percentage?
made a point that I agreed with.
But what percent of the population is the lazy eye? I mean, what is that?
Yeah.
0.2%.
I feel like a lot.
Do you think like the
Really?
lazy-eyed people deserve like an alternate technology or something, like a menu?
It's like half a screen.
Yeah.
Or they put an eye. They have to patch up the bad eye.
Well, I think the point is I don't like this idea.
I don't know. I think I'd like to try it just to see if it was correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a huge problem like hanging in line at Pizza Hut, but there are other places where you have to stand in a line behind indecisive or
Okay.
annoying people, and it would work there.
Yeah.
convenience stores and crap like that.
Yeah, but then you know what? I'll tell you, it would work to a certain point, and then here's where you'd run into problems where it would take even more time than if they just ordered what they wanted. They will see the screen, it will pick for them, it will pick the wrong thing, and then they'll argue with the thing for the next 15 minutes. No, I didn't want that. No, not that either. No, I didn't want mushrooms. No, not mushrooms. I'm looking at the bacon. I'm looking at the... Dude, you have to sit behind and listen to that for 20 minutes.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, you have to donkey punch somebody right in the back of the
What if they build it into your phone, though?
What?
Speaking of phones, check in. No Phone, the Kickstarter-funded slab of plastic, has already sold 2,000 No Phones.
I've never heard of this.
It's a slab of plastic that kind of looks like a phone but isn't. It does nothing.
And why would people buy that?
It's for people who are addicted to their phone, so they have something to clutch in their hands at dinner and such.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
So I think I would buy these. They're $12 for those things?
Yeah.
That's a little steep.
It's
for a slab of plastic?
Yeah, it's carved out. It's got like a fake button in it.
One fake button.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I would buy this for people that annoyed me with their phones. Like, hand it to them.
Do you think it would work, though?
No, because you can't do anything.
I mean, it's even worse if the person is looking at that while they're having a dinner with you, right?
Well,
like in the middle of a conversation, someone looks down and they've got like an email or something. At least they've got something else going on. At this point, now they're just staring at a slab of plastic while
insulting.
ignoring you. Yeah. You're literally less exciting than this replica prop from 2001 that I'm holding in my hand.
I like that they use the word slab. That really puts it in perspective, doesn't it? It's not a piece of plastic or some shape of plastic. It's just a slab. Yeah. People are, dude, it's really getting bad. People really have their face. Even you, Tiffany, lately have been really into your phone. It's starting to annoy me. You always got your face in your phone, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Have you seen yourself?
Well, usually when I hang out with my friends, I don't.
We're your friends?
I know. I'm not as bad as I was. I was bad for like a week.
You're worse than you were. When I first met you, you weren't on your phone. You
I
never
know. Well,
check in your phone.
I only go on my phone whenever like all of a sudden like a boy situation's happening. That's the only time. Otherwise, I don't give a crap about other people.
A boy situation.
If it's a boy situation, then I'll let the text with the boy.
Every time she talks about boys, all I get is like pictures of all skates and holding hands by the park, just like young, like junior high love. It doesn't even seem like adult love. I got boy stuff going on.
Nice. Oh, I left out part. They've got an $18 selfie version as well. I left that out.
A selfie version?
Yeah, an $18 selfie version. It's got a mirror in it. That's not even a joke. That's truth.
That's
true words.
I think this is a stupid invention, but I just invented something while we were talking that has to do with both things.
Wait, before you tell us, how much have they raised so far for this thing?
Well, they've sold 2,000 of them. You do the
12
math.
at 12
I'm not
bucks.
willing to.
No, it's 2,000 at $12. It's $20,000.
24,000.
Well,
That's
24,
funny.
give or take. That's funny. It's amazing what people will buy. Yes, Tiffany, what is your idea?
Okay, I
'Cause
have an
maybe
idea.
Maybe we could sell this.
Okay, so like when you go into McDonald's or you go into Chipotle or anything like that, you should be able to get an app up on your phone where you order it and send it in, and instead of having to talk to the people, and then they just give you it at the end, and then whoever got it in first wins. So if someone in front of you's slow, they won't get it until after if you've sent yours in already.
They've got apps like that. They literally have a Chipotle app that does exactly that thing where you don't even have to be in the damn store. You can just put it in and then go there and pick it up.
I'd never heard of this.
Well, you
I
don't pay
go
attention.
to Chipotle. What about other places like Boston Market?
Almost every
Probably-
store has
yeah.
an app where you can order ahead and go pick it up.
Yeah, they've all got the apps
Yeah.
now.
Well, then why don't
Even
people
like
just do
sandwich.
that?
Dude, you can go to these little crappy hair places and go on your app on your phone and sign in ahead of time. And then when you're there, you show up when you're at the
Yeah, the
appointment.
crappy hair place.
Yeah, but I mean,
Not
it's
even the good hair place.
It's not like a fancy salon. Is my point. It's not
Place
like
for people with like birch bleached out.
I go there
Oh, it's fantastic, Sam's.
and you can't birch bleach anything.
Birch bleach. It said burnt, but it did come out birch bleach.
I know when it came out. It's
Yeah.
impossible. It's not gonna happen.
I bet there's a way to birch bleach your hair.
Next,
It's better than the eye thing.
it's better than the eye. Really?
Yeah.
Check in. Welsh children aghast as Santa Claus is taken away from the parade in a riot van. Check in.
Oh, please. Where is not Florida? Please.
No,
not
that's
Florida.
Wales.
Oh, it's in England.
Yeah, it's the part of England that the English hate because it's Wales.
Yeah, they really.
So Santa Claus in a parade and he got a little out of hand.
No, he didn't get out of hand. Basically, after the end of the parade, he needed a ride back to his car, so they put him in like a police van and took him away. But they did it in front of all the kids, so all the kids started going, Santa's getting arrested. No.
It says there were a lot of tears. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
My 4-year-old cousin started crying, saying, Santa can't bring me toys now. He's in the clink. That's pretty funny, dude. I have to be very careful around Jake with the Santa Claus thing now. He's starting to be like suspicious, but he said things to convince himself that he is still real.
I don't know.
Like,
I've heard statements, maybe false bravado, but he's said some things around us.
When? What?
Last night.
Last night.
He said Santa's not real.
When did he say that?
He said last night. We went over that. Just
We
a few
did?
seconds. Yeah, when he said it. It was last night.
I wanted you to reiterate to see if you would say a different night. Then I knew you were lying.
No.
Yeah. Why would he
We
say
discussed it. I don't know.
He discussed it with you?
He
'Cause
was
that makes me
he
nervous.
was being bad, and we said, "Hey, maybe Santa won't come." And he goes, "Santa's not real."
Look, you just stay out of the Santa thing because I don't trust you.
You're
gonna do
I've never said anything about the Santa thing to him.
You're going to do some irreparable damage that I'm not going to be able to fix, and it's going to be really hard. He is, dude. He just
How do I
is.
do irreparable damage to Santa?
No, to his idea of what Santa is. It's easy. What do you
I'll
mean,
do it.
how?
I'll do it. You're the one who sends him bad messages online from
Okay.
Santa to scare him.
That was
That's
my wife.
terrible.
That was my wife, and we immediately regretted doing that, and
Yeah?
we fixed it like an hour later. We gave it time to
You
give
think
the
you could
illusion.
just fix it in an hour?
We gave it the illusion. Gave an hour, like the illusion that Santa thought it over, and then wrote him back.
Oh wow.
No, there's an app on online. What is it called, Crystal? What's the name of it? Santa.
I don't know.
You don't remember because it's pretty distinctive,
I get email reminders about it.
and you still don't remember. Okay.
Right. Well, that's why I get email reminders.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you can go online and Santa. You put in like pictures, and then you type in what he wants and where he lives, and then it's a video message of Santa Claus in his workshop with the elves, and he goes through his book, and you can see Jacob's pictures in there, and it says it's very convincing, dude. For 3, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, works, dude. When he was 3, it was awesome, and then he was on the list, and everything was good. And then he was being like a little turd, and we switched it and put that he was not being naughty. And then it's not like Santa comes out and says, "You're done." He basically says, "You got to work on things a little bit," and he lost it. And I was like, "Oh my god, that backfired right there."
Yeah, you're terrible.
No,
I can't believe you're scared of me.
that's nothing that you wouldn't do
That's
to a kid.
No, what?
You do worse. You say things to him that are all jacked up and weird, and
I've
makes
never
it all
I've never
Tiffany, back me up.
enlisted strangers to make a false message from some gift deity
It's
to scare a child.
It's not a
You're
stranger.
creating a false religion at
it's
that point.
Santa. Yes,
Yeah.
Crystal.
All Jordan's really doing is helping me into getting Jake to do things like, the shower thing.
And get him away
and-
from me,
Yeah.
running at me with that damn Pac-Man doll. Stop hitting me with the Pac-Man doll. I don't want to
Tiffany-
be eaten by the Pac-Man doll,
Tiffany,
Jake.
you know what I'm talking about, though, right? About
Oh
how
yeah,
he is.
they're definitely wrong. Mostly
What?
him.
I'm wrong. What?
Yeah, you always lie to him about like everything.
I don't lie.
All the time he comes up to me and asks me a question. I'm like, that's not true. Why would you say that? Jordan said. Of course Jordan said. Jordan's always lying to him.
Just today, I gave him a correct answer to a difficult math problem.
I wouldn't trust my kid about Santa Claus around
Hey,
you
mute
either.
your mic when you do that.
You don't have any kids. You never will.
I could.
No.
Why wouldn't I? I'm a pretty person.
You'd give it
I have
away
a
after
nice
3 years,
womb.
like your pets.
You have
I
a
have-
nice womb?
Yeah.
Oh, my
I have no
God.
idea.
No, you don't. Have you ever seen the inside of a womb?
No.
It's not nice.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm saying
It's a scary place.
It's like a dark, pus-filled cave.
It's not pus-filled.
Uh,
What do
it's
you-
pussy and
No,
probably
it's not
inconsistency.
pussy. That's an infection happening. What womb have you been in where it's all
I
pussy?
don't. It's wet and probably viscous.
Okay, wet is much different and viscous than pussy. That's the actual,
yeah,
Sarah's-
whatever. I misspoke.
Yeah, you did.
If-
I was thick by the warm and viscosity, though.
All right, that's fair enough. Next. That's awesome.
Check in. A new fabric has been created that smells like whiskey for rich people. Check in.
What do you need for rich people?
I don't know who else is gonna wear that. You can't wear that to work for if you got a regular job. You just get fired immediately. You
What?
smell like whiskey.
You can wear it to the club.
Well, why can't you just spill whiskey on yourself?
Because now you don't have to. Now you've got Harris Tweed developed by Johnny Walker Black.
Ugh.
Everyone's gonna
Dude.
think they're drunk.
Yeah, I know. Why would you want to smell like a boozer?
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody would except people who think it's amusing and can afford to spend lots of money on stupid tweed.
Well, the scent is called Aqua Alba, and it's been designed to replicate aromas released from a glass of whiskey known as the nose of the liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it smells of rich malt, golden vanilla, red fruit, and dark chocolate tones. Wouldn't that be on your breath if you drank the whiskey? anyway? People would smell that anyway, right? Kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess if you smoked.
I think it's got to smell better than regular, just like whiskey, because I don't think whiskey smells particularly
But
great.
what does tweed smell like? That's what I'd like to know. Why can't it just smell like tweed?
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
wet sheep.
aren't they afraid if they get pulled over by the cops?
Right.
That they're going to the cops gonna be like, get out of your car.
So I'm saying, well, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, maybe now you can flash them the label and go, look, this thing is a aroma jacket.
Yeah.
Smells like whiskey.
Whiskey tweeds, eh?
Yeah. Go
Hold
ahead.
on.
Give me a breathalyzer. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
I think all the inventions you brought up tonight are dumb.
Yeah, this one's pretty terrible.
No, this is along the lines of the pill that makes your vagina smell. I mean, why are people putting scents in
That's true.
things? I just don't understand it, and especially with so many people now that are sensitive to odor.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot more people don't like odor.
I don't know. It seems
Yeah.
like maybe, though, that's kind of going out of fashion, though. Like, it's now that it's filtered down to the masses where more and more people are doing it. Now rich people are like, nah, I got to smell weird.
But, okay, weird is fine, but not like
hip people.
whiskey.
They're
Hip people now, like, smell differently.
Yeah, they want
still
to. They
clean
want to
and
smell like
fresh.
homeless
No,
people.
they'll smell like whatever. It's
And
just
then
like,
Yeah.
I would douse myself in scents of various thingamajigs.
That's awful,
It's
dude.
good for them, hip people.
Yeah, I guess. I wonder how much a jacket like that costs, though.
Wouldn't that be fun if you got a pill that made your vagina smell like that?
Like whiskey?
Like whiskey.
You just go to a bar and meet a chick
Yeah,
and get
God.
the same damn thing.
Like,
No
jeez.
pill
what?
needed. Just go to the crappy, sidebar bar. I can't even think of a crappy sidebar name.
I'm combining inventions.
Yeah, the
now.
Idle Spur. Go hang out at the Idle Spur.
Oh,
for a couple
yeah.
hours. There you go.
Right.
Yeah, you'll get a whiskey vagina at some point.
No, I'll be complaining. When are they going to make the one that makes it smell like Keystone Light?
I feel like we're on Shark Tank.
That's awesome.
Check in, check in. Florida.
Uh,
Police in Florida say a Walmart shopper slipped $35 worth of tongue into his pants.
Oh, I heard the story.
Check in.
That is just
Beef tongue.
DeLand, Florida.
I
That's way
screwed
up
that
north.
up. The headline was supposed to be Florida man puts tongue in his pants, but I screwed it up. I'm sorry.
That's all right. $35 worth of. First of all, if you're stealing beef, why would you steal tongue? I've never had tongue. It's not that good.
I was looking up how much it costs, and I guess I don't know what regular beef costs, but I guess it's up to like $3 or $4 a pound, so it's not
That's-
cheap.
No, that's not cheap. But beef tongue?
And you know what's funny? I had tongue just Tuesday.
What?
Ew, you're
I went-
so gross.
Went up to the Mexican restaurant, and I had taco salad, and they had choice of meat, and one of them was tongue.
Why would you go to a Mexican place and get tongue of anything?
Because that's a specialty of the Mexicans.
But you're
It's
not
called
in
lengua.
Mexico.
It's delicious.
You're in Florida, dude.
There's enough Mexicans here to make good Mexican restaurants. I'm
Who-
surprised you haven't learned that
who-
yet. You've lived here your entire life.
Who knows where that tongue came from? That could be a
It came
dog
from a
tongue.
cow.
It's a dog tongue.
No, it's not. Why would
No.
they serve me that?
Why wouldn't they?
It's got to be more expensive to get dog tongue.
Okay.
Come on, they're smaller. How are you gonna? Come
No.
on, that's just stupid.
Yes.
No food challenge. I think this is why I'm against food
It wasn't a
challenges.
food
you
challenge.
Like gross things.
It
you
was-
love
it
it.
wasn't
You're like,
gross.
oh, this food, like you love
Well,
food challenges.
here's the thing. I asked him about that a long time ago because he does. When I first met Jordan, he was the guy that always showed up with some odd food product, and for a while it was odd energy drinks. And he got energy. I don't know where he got half these energy. He showed up with like a Chuck Norris energy drink one time. What was that? It was like a wrestler. I don't even know where the hell you got it from.
It was from the convenience store. They
Well,
just keep rotating through them.
I guess. Maybe I have never noticed because I would never drink one of those things. But yeah, he had. He seeks out these things that
I like different flavors.
challenge his palate. if you will.
Novelties.
Yeah, it is about novelty.
Yeah, well, I like trying novel things. Sometimes I find something I really enjoy.
How was the tongue?
It
on
was
the taco?
delicious.
It's so gross.
How,
They
what did it
slice
taste
it
like?
thin. It's thinly sliced beef.
Tongue though.
What about
It's
tongue?
it's just a muscle.
Yeah, but it's different muscle than the back muscles.
You
It's a
don't
completely
even-
different type of.
They strip off all the outside part and they
Not-
roast it and marinate it and slice it thinly, and it was nice and tender.
You don't even like cows.
I would.
No, I don't.
Now you're
It's
making
terrifying.
out with it. You're putting its tongue on your tongue.
I had its tongue
Gross.
chopped
You are
out,
gross.
sliced up, and then I ate it.
You're a sick
I was
man.
pretty much Hannibal Lecter. What the hell?
You're
I know.
practically making out with a cow.
What part of the cow do you like? Which part will you eat and which won't you eat?
The
then?
rump,
Yeah. Do you like eating the butt?
I don't know. What's a butt make?
hamburgers, steaks.
Do you like bacon?
No.
Because that's like
Unless
the
it's on that pizza in the other room.
yeah, that's bacon. That comes from the belly, which is the part where all the nipples are on the
Some-
pig.
You made out with a cow. The
No.
end of the story.
No, he didn't make out.
He did.
Like he said, he cut out his tongue. It's pretty,
Yeah.
pretty violent.
You've
man.
got some really weird ideas about making out at
well,
that point.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Every guy I have.
Jesus.
Every guy that leaves
I
Tiffany
know.
has no tongue left.
I know.
He walks
Like,
like, oh, you're a sweetie.
in her purse, she carries condoms and a straight razor. It's a weird little kid.
Ew.
The first thing she says, is it safe? And then she cuts out the dude's tongue. All
So,
right.
Walmart sells tongue.
Yes.
A lot of places sell tongue. You can
Yeah.
go to any butcher shop and get tongue.
It's a slice of meat.
Publix can get it.
I feel better that I ate a part of the cow that most people wouldn't, that doesn't normally get eaten. Like
So-
so it doesn't go to waste.
Well, let's go back into this. So this guy's 44 years old.
Oh, yeah.
A guard spotted him slipping 2 packages of tongue into his waistband. When the guard confronted this guy at the store's exit, he denied stealing the packages and then said he put them back on the shelf. All right, but the guard told the authorities. The guard told him. The guard told authorities Puckett then removed the tongue from his pants and when he didn't think he was being watched and ran from the store. Oh my God, dude!
Mm.
$2,500 bail for stealing tongue.
For $35 worth of tongue, though, that's harsh.
Looks, dude's desperate for some meat. Got to get some
Yeah.
protein in the diet. Can't survive your whole life on ramen
Figured
noodles.
he's thinking like, you know what? I'm gonna steal the piece that nobody wants. It's either this or pig's ears. I'm gonna go for tongue this time.
Theft is
Mm.
theft. Yes, Tiffany.
Tell me Walmart threw away them after he pulled them out of his pants and put them back.
What
Like,
do you
they didn't sell
care?
that
I
to
can't
You
sell
wouldn't
tell
need
you
them.
that.
It was pre-packaged probably. It's all
Yes.
plastic
so
wrapped.
gross. That's
I'm
why,
sure
that's
they did.
exactly why I don't take the first thing from the shelf. I always
Because
get
you think
underneath.
everybody's put it in their pants?
Well, not that. I mean, that's extreme. But now I'm worried about that. But like, I just imagine someone had it in their cart. Their kid drooled on it. Who knows what happened? And then they just left
No,
it
kids-
somewhere. And then people at work there took it and put it back where it goes. And it's, I mean, some whole
How do you
adventures
get
happen.
around the public? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
How do you open doors and go into places where other people exist in them? How do you go to the mall and not totally freak out?
Show us your Purell.
It's in my car. I trust you guys.
This is a filthy house. We have a drooling kid.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I got sick recently. I
Not from this house, you didn't.
Oh, I'm sure. Because
no,
is where I
maybe
put
he was
my guard
traveling
down.
all over the
No,
country in
I got
planes.
sick from your kid
Yeah,
too.
your kid
Whatever.
had
Yeah.
a cough for a long time.
That's one thing he's useful for, is we
Yeah,
can
I'm
blame
sure-
him for any colds.
I'm sure it didn't have anything to do with the mold field that
well,
you
yeah,
had growing
that
in your
too.
room.
That was my main reason I was sick.
I think you were sick for like 2 months. All right, next.
Check in, check in. They're gonna finally stop eating cats and dogs in Switzerland. Check in.
Wow, I had no idea that was a thing.
Neither did I, but
In the
apparently outside the Swiss parliament, activists are handing out leaflets to politicians. The protesters want to finally ban the eating of cats and dogs.
I'm down with that. What?
Yeah.
Whoa, ugh, I couldn't do that.
They
dude.
say around 3% of Swiss people secretly eat cats and dogs.
Secretly, so it's an underground thing. Or?
I guess apparently they do it for Christmas.
Ugh.
Yeah.
One farmer said cats are cooked with thyme. And other accounts suggested they taste similar to rabbit. I couldn't.
With time?
I couldn't do a cat or a dog. I guess if I was starving, I could, but not.
Yeah,
not
not if there's choices.
right. Not if there's tongue laying around. Give me some tongue before I would eat tongue before a cat
Yeah.
or a dog. That's nasty.
Yeah, 'cause I like cats and dogs.
No, but even deer. I tried venison, and it just had an off taste to me. I just didn't care for it very much.
The venison loin is nice, but yeah, it does. Some of the rest gets kind of gamey, but it's acquired. It depends on how you cook it too.
I
a
guess.
lot of that.
I had that, and I had like wild duck, and I didn't care for that very much either.
Yeah,
It was just not good.
I like duck.
Well, I mean, I don't know what duck you get when you get in a restaurant, because that's good duck. I like that.
Yeah,
But we actually went to the Everglades and shot the duck and then brought it home.
I was probably full of poison.
It's
in the Everglades, yeah.
I don't know. I just tasted off, and it didn't taste very good at all.
Yeah.
Did not care for it one single bit.
Tiffany, what wild animals do you like to eat or not eat?
I've had a duck at the Chinese restaurant
Because
because
and
they put it with that taco thing or the bread.
the mushu.
Yeah,
And how'd you enjoy it?
that was good.
So you've eaten a duck and you like it. What other birds would you consent to eat?
I don't really like chickens, but unless it's like fried, like in a chicken nugget, or like it has like a lot of barbecue sauce on it, or as long as it's disguised. And then
Oh
I've
my
had
God.
turkey before, but I don't really like that either, unless it's disguised.
Disguise.
Like with the Groucho Marx nose or
Yeah.
something?
And a hat and some
No.
glasses.
Yeah.
I just like lots of sauce on. I don't like to eat the meat because I just don't like flesh. Like I like.
You've
cow
been
fat.
eating so much meat here. Let me tell you, say that, but this weekend we had Sarah in town. They were coming over. I knew I was gonna have drinks, so I was like, I gotta go to the sub shop. We got a sub shop right around the corner that has the best sub ever. It's called the Sunset Super Sub, and on the sub it has capicola, it has pepperoni, it has Genoa salami, and then you get your fixins.
Now,
right?
if you had to substitute one of those meats with either cat or dog, which one would you do?
I would substitute the Genoa salami.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, nobody likes Genoa salami.
I don't dislike it, but capicola rocks.
Yeah.
And I love pepperoni.
But-
That's straight up.
Yeah, Genoa salami is just too much like bologna.
Yeah, but it's like a pepperoni bologna.
No,
Yeah.
I loved
it's-
everything in that sandwich.
And if you get the real Italian Genoa salami, it can be really tasty on
Yeah.
sandwiches. But this is, the sub shops don't go for the, But anyway, I brought it up because Tiffany got half the sandwich and ate the whole damn thing, and that's some pretty hardcore meat.
And we
was
did
really good.
substitute cat in for the
No.
Genoa salami on hers.
I
We
would-
were surprised she liked it.
I would never eat a cat or a dog, even if I were like dying from starving.
Really.
Yeah, never would I.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Nope, I would not.
Dude,
I
think
cannot.
it would be Lord of the Flies with Tiffany.
Oh,
She would-
instantly.
yeah, she would stab stuff and kill
oh.
it, eat it raw.
I'm
I-
afraid my car will break down on on a bridge somewhere around here.
I-
We're like 5 minutes from civilization, but Tiffany will be eating somebody in the back.
Well, like honestly, I would eat a human before I would eat a dog or a cat.
What?
Yeah.
Not me, baby.
No, that's terrible.
Other way around,
Lord.
dude. I couldn't fathom. I mean, look, if I was in the Andes like those soccer players, then
Yeah.
yes, what are you going to do? I mean,
If they're already dead. So
right.
Like I wouldn't eat you guys, but like if it was someone I didn't know.
I would eat the hell out of Jordan if I was starving.
Oh yeah. 'cause
Look at the
he's
girth on
got
him.
some good bones on him.
I don't think I would be tasty.
Why?
Because I don't know. I'm probably not well marbled.
No.
You have so much meat.
Jesus.
Dude, but he'd cook up
not
nice because he's got a
me.
lot of fat and it would cook all off nice.
I have all muscle.
Like
and
a ribeye.
skin.
That's why I'm eating tongue, so it tastes bad. Bastards. Can't eat me. I'm full of tongue this week.
He just sucks on lead when we're not around. So if anybody eats him, they're like, I can't. That tastes all metally. Is that it? Are we done with that?
That's it. That was check-in.
That took forever.
That was a good check-in.
Yeah, I guess it took a
Lots
while.
of good stuff.
You were slowing things down.
Yeah, you're listening to Double Special. The phone number, as always, is 727-475-6139. Big shout out to RGI Incorporated. If you want to hook them up, you can do so at Gorgeous. I screwed that all up. RGI Incorporated. If you would like to get some advice, it's free. Critical thinking is what they offer. They're a big sponsor of the show, and you can get in contact with them at gorgeous@juno.com. Again, it's free. Just ask her a question. They'll give you some, what is it? Not neutral advice, unbiased advice?
Unbiased.
What's the word I'm looking for? It's not unbiased. What's the word that means you're from outside, not influence on either side?
Unbiased.
No, it's not. Yeah, that's one way to put it, but there was another word I was looking for.
Neutral.
Anyway, in a little bit, Bob DiBuono will be joining us in the studio. He's coming over with Bob Burr. He'll be at Snappers Comedy Club this weekend. You can go to snapperscomedyclub.com. And is it Snappers Comedy Grill?
Snappersgrill.com.
That's it, snappersgrill.com. And get tickets to that show. That's all this weekend. Tiffany Barbee will be, are you emceeing or featuring?
I'm emceeing. Bob Burr is featuring.
Bob Burr is going to feature?
Yeah.
Why is he featuring? I'm going to smack him when he comes here.
Why?
He
He likes money.
I like money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Bob will come in. We'll talk about some stuff. And let's go ahead and get into this real quick. Brady Ferguson is our Canadian listener. And a couple weeks ago, Brady Ferguson decided that he wanted to help me write jokes. Now, Brady is not a comedian, right, Tiffany? He doesn't do comedy,
No.
stand-up comedy, right?
He's a
that I know.
sing-starring
He's a great
singer star.
Well, he likes to sing. He's-
Sinistar.
Yep, and he's actually a pretty decent painter. I'll give him that. But he wanted to write comedy, so he started sending me videos. The first one, I'll post it up. We'll put it up after the show. But if you watch it, it's very funny because there are no jokes. He really struggles to get any idea out. And I actually clicked through the video like a minute or 2 minutes at a time. And at one point, he was smacking his head and then clicking it. It's a really funny video. I think I'm gonna chop. I want to give it to Petrocelli and see if he can chop it up and make it. I bet you Petrocelli can make
I
it
saw some
amazing.
of them. I love the frame dance.
Very funny. So he sent me a bunch of. I actually got some bits out of the stuff that he sent me. I
Yeah, you
actually
said.
did get some material, and I promised him last week on the show. I have a show at Coconuts Comedy Club on the 13th. That's not this week. It was next weekend. 10 days from now. And I promised him I would take at least one bit from the stuff that he offered, one premise, because that's really what it was. He wasn't writing jokes. No offense, Brady, but they were.
He had one good joke.
There was. What was the one good joke?
He had a bunch of, some decent premises, and the good joke was the Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
I like that punchline. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to be worked on, obviously. You got to be fleshed out a little, but
Yeah.
the punchline is there in skeletal form.
It's a funny joke. He says basically that he's got kids and he loves the marshmallows and Lucky Charms, and he's finding himself that he's eating them all, and he actually ate all of the marshmallows out of 2 boxes of Lucky Charms and then had to pass them off as alphabet cereal, that's kind
Yeah,
of
you
fun.
ruined it.
How did I ruin it?
You got to work on that now.
I'm the one that told you the thing in the first place. You didn't hear it from
Yeah,
me.
you said it a lot quicker. You said, hey, he ate all the marshmallows out of Lucky Charms. Now he has to pass it off as
Okay,
alphabet.
I have it in the book.
That
written
was
down.
funny.
Oh my God. God.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
So, like in Lucky
So, like,
Charms,
And Lucky Charms.
they're letters?
They are letters?
No, they're not.
Then what
That's
do you
the
mean
joke.
alphabet?
Because they're the same type of cereal. It's like an oat grain cereal.
Oh, but
They-
they're
they're
not in
stars.
letter shape.
No, of course they're not.
Then how can you pass them off as
He said he tried to pass them off.
Oh.
Wow, really? Is that what you do when you go to comedy
All right,
clubs?
Brady, you had some good premises.
Yeah, no, you did have some good premises, and actually, I got like 6 or 7 bits. They're very funny. They're on my Facebook page, and Crystal will post them up. You can check them out. But I want to thank Brady for doing that for me and bringing us. He's much weirder when he's up all night. Like when he did the morning thing, it
I
was
know.
different. But when at night, he's like
Yeah, he's
whispering.
got like that low voice to not wake the family, so it's, hey, double special.
But I thought he was like out, like separate from the house.
It's Canada in winter, dude. You probably freeze your nuts off trying to go there, like, right?
Well,
You gotta
what-
like pass through one outside area for 3 yards, and it kills you if you try it after 7 o'clock.
It was brilliant. At one point, he was like doing it, and then he like got in the middle of a sentence. He just looked, and the camera turned off. I'm like, oh, he got in trouble. Like she came in.
Yeah.
I know somebody came in because he was like, oh, click, I'm out of here. But God bless him, dude. He's retired. I wish I was like him and had time to burn. I don't have time to burn like that.
I know.
He just,
It's lovely.
he's painting and he's chilling out.
Mhm.
I played it all wrong, dude.
We should have won the lotto.
No, you can't do that. That's not a retirement plan, as Brady pointed out in one of his premises. It's not a retirement plan. You have
No,
to
it's
actually do
not.
something, Jordan. You have the wherewithal to do it if you just focus on one thing and go for it. Like I bet you could come up with a really good app. I'm looking at the apps that my son plays on, and they're retarded. And you
Yeah.
could come up with something much more interesting that is
I
simplistic.
told you we had the good one.
Well, you told me, but you didn't do anything about it.
Oh, yeah.
You got to actually do it, though.
Gotta learn programming.
All right, my wife has a programming degree, she says, so why don't you and her get together and hook it up?
We got some good ideas. I
Mhm.
can't say them right now because you'll steal them.
I'm not going to steal them because I'm not going to do an
I'm
app.
not talking
Those
to you.
people.
Yeah,
Oh, nobody's going to steal them.
they might.
No way. You're listening to Double Special in the studio. Tiffany Barbee, JB Lee. Let's go ahead and talk about this real quick because Bob will be here shortly.
We hope.
The Episode 7 Star Wars trailer just came out, the teaser trailer, which is a very small trailer. Jordan, how do you feel about the Star Wars films in general?
All right, number one, I don't understand because I thought the stormtroopers were all clones now.
Not now, but just in general. I asked you not about the trailer. How do you feel about? Are you a fan? Do you like them? Are you a Star Wars person?
I like the first one a lot.
Because I realized it's sort of like Elvis and Beatles guys. There are Star Wars and Star Trek guys. I'm more of a Star Wars guy than a
Yeah.
Star Trek guy.
The movies were good. I liked the first three.
You don't like the other
first
three?
one. No, the second three were awful.
Really?
And I've never really gone. There's this whole stupid expanded universe out there.
Right.
That's where the real nerds live. They're telling you like, no, this Jedi did this with a purple crystal lightsaber or some crap like that. Yeah, I'm not into that. No, I like the movie. It was good.
Tiffany, you like Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm Star Wars, not Star Trek.
But you have not seen the Star Wars trailer. Jordan, you saw the
No.
Star Wars. Now, what are your questions you have?
All right. Well, I guess I thought the stormtroopers were all clones.
I'm not sure when this takes place in the Star Wars timeline.
Because like originally they never showed the stormtroopers without masks, and then
Right.
I didn't pay a lot of attention in the prequels because they were so awful.
How are
But I
they
thought
awful?
at some point it was like, weren't they all supposed to be
Wait, back up.
clones of Boba Fett or some crap?
Some were, but why are they so awful? I thought
Because
they were really good.
they
Why
were bad.
Why bad? How?
Yeah.
They were boring.
Tell me, boring? How?
They were bad.
Bad? How?
Yeah,
there
bad
was
how.
I didn't pay a lot of attention.
That's why.
It started off with Chinese stereotype monsters
Oh.
talking about Trade Federation, and then that Jar Jar Binks thing came in.
Well,
and
no.
then there's this annoying little bastard child. Jesus, that kid was annoying.
What
He was
kid?
really irritating. Like even worse than yours, honestly.
Who? What kid?
The Darth Vader child.
Anakin?
Anakin?
Yeah,
The young
Anakin.
Anakin. He bothered you.
He was
He
irritant.
was so cute.
No, he was annoying. And there was stupid stuff with robots doing cartoon sound effects in that annoying monster shop. And then there was one cool pod race that was also kind of silly. And then
It was cool, but also kind of silly.
it was just terrible.
I don't think it was.
And then it
terrible.
just got worse and worse. And all the scenes with the grown-up Anakin and the Princess Amidala, whatever the hell her name is, those got all stupid. The dialogue was terrible.
Why was it
It
terrible?
was super boring. It was all about trade packs. Oh, it was just bad. Everything about it was bad. I don't even have to explain it. They were not good movies.
I liked them, but
I
that's
like
fine.
No.
I wasn't looking for much, dude. You look for way too much out of it. But anyway,
Sorry.
that's fine.
I
asked.
They were bad.
I asked.
They were
So
really
You
bad.
saw the trailer. What do you think of the trailer?
I don't know yet.
Can you show me the trailer afterwards? Because that's usually how I see things is because of you.
Well, they don't show much in the trailer. There's no hint of the story. They show. All right, first they show a stormtrooper with his mask off.
Well, before
walking
that,
through
they
the
show
desert.
the big desert, open desert.
Yeah. okay.
Stormtrooper jumps up and he's got his mask off.
And then they show a soccer ball with the robot head on it rolling
It's
around.
not a soccer ball. It was
It's soccer bally.
whatever.
I mean, how does that even work? How does the head stay on the ball while it rolls?
We don't know.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's
Some kind of magnet, but then how is its head? I mean, does its head just fall off sometimes? What happens if it doesn't charge its magnet?
Maybe it was one robot that commandeered another robot and
What?
did like a hookup thing.
What good is a
I don't
ball
know.
robot? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that was weird.
How do TIE fighters fly? I mean,
Jets.
uh,
Then what happened after that? They showed TIE fighters going, or no, X-wings.
X-wings over a lake.
Yeah, just
very
flying.
low, which is
Yeah.
cool. That was kind of cool.
That looked okay.
Yeah.
And then
Millennium Falcon.
Millennium. Well, no, because then they showed the Jedi, the Sithly guy.
Right, the
I'm
Sith.
assuming he's a bad Sith because he was wearing darkness.
Yeah, he was in the woods, but that's where
Yeah.
all the controversy came in because he went like this and put his hand down and flipped out a lightsaber, which looked different. It was all flamey, had like little flames.
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
gonna have sparkies and everything.
Yeah, right.
So that shot out, and then as soon as that shot out, two little ones shot out the side.
Like a hilt, like
so,
a
yeah,
like
like
a
an
medieval
upside
sword.
down cross, like
Well,
he's a devil
like
worshiper.
a medieval sword. It was fashioned after a medieval sword, and that lit the internet on fire. Everybody freaked out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's not possible. And if you had that, your hands would get cut off. And yeah, everybody started getting freaky over the new lightsaber, which I'm like, whatever.
It does look kind of silly and pointless.
Well, how come they didn't look at the one with the? What about the double-sided one, dude? How dangerous would that one be?
Yeah, but
That Darth Maul had. It was like
at
two
least
of
you
them.
got two sword blades. Then you can flip around. I mean, what good is just having the little side swords?
Maybe
'Cause-
that's his lightsaber choice.
Yeah.
Let him choose what he wants.
Right.
I have a question.
Maybe hold on. Maybe he was like descendant of Highlander,
Yeah.
And then it showed the Millennium Falcon in the end.
and that was a cool shot. Yes, Tiffany.
Who's in it?
We don't know. I mean, they're obviously I think Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford are in it, but I don't know. But I don't think in a huge role. I think
I hope
briefly.
not.
Is
Why? What's wrong with? Carrie can still act, and I think Harrison can still act.
Hopefully
I
not
love
after
him.
Expendables 3. He was terrible in that.
Oh, you know what, dude?
He phoned that in so hard he wasn't even there.
That was a part-time job that he did. That was something that he did. It was
He
like
could have tried.
He mowed a lawn for a friend. That's what he did.
No, he should at
Jesus.
least put a little bit of effort in that helicopter.
Yeah.
Is it a live action or a cartoon or one of those Pixar things?
Did you just really ask that out loud?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
You're talking about the Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Is it a Pixar film?
I just wanted to make sure because I heard Disney
Holy
took them over. I
Christ.
thought Disney took them over. I want to make sure.
Oh my
She's
god.
right about that. But
Find something to go to break to because we're
I'm
going
just
to
saying,
bring
please
Bob in a
tell
minute.
me the truth. It's real people.
Yeah, of course it
Oh,
is.
good.
All
I
the
love
films
that.
have been live.
Well, I heard Disney was taking over. It made me nervous.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's
Well, they
automatically
love
going to be.
cartoons and crap.
Oh my god. We're going to take a quick break, refresh the drinks, bring in our guest, Bob DiBuono. He's going to come in and join us in a minute. You're listening to Double Special. Give us a little bit of time before you call in. The phone number is 727-475-6139. We'll get him in here and finish the second half of Double Special. We'll be back in a minute. Give me your mic.
Get excited and you're one-sided and you never understand what it's like to be a man. I try to talk to you, but you're not seeing through. What else am I to do when you don't hear no one but you? Try to walk 1 mile in my shoes. You wouldn't last 1 mile in my shoes. You're getting angry and you're getting hard to stand. We can't agree to disagree, so what's the problem, man? Why can't we conversate? You're boiling up with hate. I wish that you would drop your do before it's much you see my blues. You know I love you, girl. You know you mean the world. But you got me so just help you save my every girl. Time to walk 1 mile in your shoes. I wouldn't last 1 mile in your shoes. All I wanted was for you to be my friend. Do listen to me, baby, understand. It's hard to see with your eyes under red. Well, now it comes right back like rubber bands. All I wanted was for you to be my friend. To listen to me, maybe understand. It's hard to see with your eyes under red. Well, always bounce right back like rubber bands. Rubber bands, yeah, yeah.
Hey Chris, how's it going, man? I don't know. I was just feeling a little jokey, so I thought I would pass along some more stuff. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The camera's up high. I don't know. I can't get used to it. I don't know where to look. It's like, do I look into the camera? It doesn't seem right. So I just look at myself on the screen. Yeah. Anyway, jokey. Yes, jokes. That's right. That's why you called, Brady. How about that? The unintentional whistle. You could probably use that. You know, it is awkward when it happens. You know, when you're talking, you do that, and then you try and pretend. Oh, I meant to throw it in there. The unintentional whistle happened to me at the bank. A lot of things happened to me at the bank. As a matter of fact, the other day at the bank, I don't know about you, but I'm losing my ability to spell. The more and more I'm on the internet, maybe you can relate to this. Maybe this can be a joke too. But yeah, I can't spell anymore, I guess. And I go to the bank, and I was writing out a check to pay a bill, and she kind of handed me the check back, and I looked at it, and I was like, okay, what's the problem? And she pointed out that I wrote $260-something. I spelled toe. And I didn't even notice. It took me like 20 times to unlock.
All right, that was Brady calling in, feeling jokey. We stole one of his YouTubes.
Welcome back, double special, second half, live in the studio. Bob DiBuono, say hello to everybody. Bob,
Hello, everybody.
there he is. Fresh in from New York and doing a show at Snappers this weekend. You got like 9 shows, Bob? 5 shows. 5 shows.
Yeah. It'll feel like 9.
Wow, that sounds exhausting.
Is it 5 shows?
And
It
Yeah.
feels like 9. You got a show. What you got? Friday night 2 shows, Saturday night 2 shows, and then and Thursday. Oh, you're doing a Thursday
You
show?
work at the club.
I don't work at the club.
You did it. You
I-
worked. You worked.
Yeah, I worked then. Things
Oh.
changed, man. This is
He's still working. He's still working there, right?
this is a sliding
Oh,
economy.
you told me you was banned. No, you didn't say that to you. He didn't.
Don't say
No, he
that.
said he can't
Don't
work because
think
I was
about
in
that.
a band. That's what
in
it
a
was.
band.
I don't book bands anymore. Bob DiBuono has been to the club many times. You're a New York City comic. How are things going in New York?
Things are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, real busy, between traveling and then doing auditions. I did that show Gotham Live on Axis.
Oh, did you really? Yeah.
Like that network no one knows about. Mark Cuban owns it.
Right on.
So I did that in September.
Sweet.
September 11th.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Somber.
but yeah, horrible.
Did you do the Chris Rock stuff? Because that was
Yeah.
the Freedom
I felt
Towers.
like saying, listen, folks, as soon as I walked out, let's hope I don't bomb. And that would have been.
like-
People were like, you should have said that. Yeah, and get complete silence.
Shoes
and then,
flying at you. No, people
Right.
are very touchy. I remember.
Very
Did you see Chris Rock's thing on SNL? The monologue he did.
I did.
I
That's
thought
a great debate discussion there.
as far as
Well, that whole thing, they conjured up a lot of feelings for
Sure.
all people on all different sides. And go ahead. What was you saying?
no, please. I liked it. I thought it was funny, and I
Yeah.
got where he's coming from, but people really got pissed off about it. So stupid.
My take on it was I thought it was funny, but I thought it was the wrong platform to do that. I would have liked that material on like a special.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
Just to really hone in on all that.
but not SNL.
Well, no, because
Too light on
it
SNL.
was the anniversary of what was it?
Was it like 50th anniversary of SNL?
No, it was the anniversary of, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It was a year since the marathon bombing.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then he opened up with the marathon
Which was
bombing
I
joke,
thought
which
that
was a funny joke. I wrote the same joke when it happened.
Did you really?
It was just done. I just said, you imagine you have to run, and then you have to keep. My thing was just you have to keep running. He
Keep
really
running.
played it all out.
Yeah, right.
I said you have to run even further, but to do that on the year anniversary when people are already feeling bad, and then you're on a show that's a hokey show. It's like a very SNL's hokey, and you're going to do it in front of a lot of New Yorkers and people that are already not feeling guilty about laughing about it because it was.
Yeah, but do people? You think
I don't
really
know.
people? You
It's
think
just
people are more
tough.
sensitive on the year anniversary? Like I didn't know it was the year anniversary. I mean, did he say
Well,
that?
you know why? Because the next day was the marathon. That's the only way I knew. Because
Oh.
the next day, I think, or that Monday was the marathon.
People are too sensitive.
Isn't
I can't
it like
take it anymore.
22 years before something's funny?
What?
You
I
can't make
don't know.
fun
My
of
mother
something
said
until
when I made
22
it. When I made
years.
it, when I made divorce jokes about my parents. She
Too
said,
soon.
She goes 22 years. I
20,
said, but you guys won't be alive then.
22 years.
And then you can make fun of an event.
Well, that's funny
And then,
because
and then he did the 9/11 stuff, and I
Yeah.
think I think the jokes were funny. I just think that under the circumstances, I think people don't know how to react because you're doing it on a forum of SNL where everything is always hokey and parody, and you're coming out with this serious
but the monologues
hard
are
stuff.
always,
Yeah. Oh.
anybody that does the monologues that when they do SNL, if they guest on the show, they're going to bring their A game for the monologue always.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it can still be hokey.
Yeah,
I
but,
think
Chris,
you-
but Chris Rock's never been hokey.
You know,
other than that rap movie he did.
I was thinking if I were him, why I would have gone in the direction of you could have really done a funny bit about when like the marathon the year before. How about keep it New York based when remember the storm came
yeah,
and was it Sandy? Was that the big
something like that
storm?
with all the flooding. Yeah.
Yeah, and people in Staten Island had no electricity and
Right.
they were flooded in, and they still wanted to run the marathon through Staten Island past the people whose houses who had no food and electricity. Who were outside their house, standing there with a
That's
pair
funny.
of galoshes on,
Yeah. Yay.
holding
go.
a hot dog roll, and all the other, that to me, you could have done so much with that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. People are really sensitive. I had Eddie Brill on last week, and I asked him the same question. Are people
What'd
too
he say?
sensitive for stand-up? He said yes, and he said, comics should be able to say what they want, and he said, F them if they can't take it. And here's the thing. Chris Rock had an interview in some magazine that just came out, and he said the same thing. He doesn't do colleges anymore because colleges are so conservative
Yeah,
now.
they're so PC.
Yeah, and he's like, I can't say anything, and I feel bad because Chris is a fresh voice, not a fresh voice anymore. He's been around for a long time, but he's not afraid to really say what's on his mind. I appreciate that, dude.
I do appreciate I like the risk taking that he takes, and I think as a comedian, you should be able to say, like you said, it's the last arena on earth, especially in this country, where you can just say whatever you want and not care.
Well, it used to be until Artie Lang got a hold of it on Twitter. Then he just messed it all
Now
up.
that's another great one. How'd you guys feel about that one?
That was
I thought that was.
a little over the
I
top.
thought that was completely. See, that's a great example of comedians hiding behind
Right.
the comedy buzzword of oh, we're comedians. It's like, well, dude, everything you said, nothing was funny that you said.
Not really.
So that wasn't
It was
funny.
shocking.
B, right, it was just old vulgar. B, you went on Twitter, and if it was just your own Twitter, that would have been fine. But you tweeted at her.
Yeah.
That's abusive. That's like me taking you as Tiffany aside and me saying really racy, horrible things that I want to do to her. And
Like Paul
you-
Hooper did with
right,
my wife on the
right
phone
now,
one night.
right.
Yeah, that was hysterical.
And then
Great.
it's like,
He just got brilled.
and then they hide behind, oh, we're artists. No, you're not. Artie Lang is a nice guy. I have
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
that are very friendly with him,
But he's crazy.
but he's got mental problems.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know what?
He's a bit
He should have.
crazy.
Everyone's like protecting him. Oh, it's Artie, because they all want to like live in his shadow and get his fame. And
There's a lot of that going on, dude.
yeah, a lot of ass kissing.
Well,
His
but I
shadow?
mean, yeah, and not
Oh.
been no, but this is the. I don't want to get into a huge thing, a political thing, but even with the Ferguson thing, I know these guys went straight with what the rest, and I went with what I felt honest about, and they berated
How'd
me
you
and made
feel
me
about
feel
that
all
one? I didn't hear that.
Again, I don't want to because there's people are so polarized over it, and you're either one side or the other, and there's no budging for a lot of people. Look, I'm on the side of the law. That's where I'm on the side of, and I no see, and immediately he's like,
Yeah, they get really annoying
Right.
about this.
Yeah, they
Ooh,
do.
these two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get so
yeah, my
annoying.
wife and the liberal thing over here, and I'm not a conservative person, but I'm a liberal person. But at the same time, I just think that yes, there's a larger problem that police kind of abuse their power in most instances, or not in some instances. But I think most cops aren't out hunting black people, and
No,
that's just the way I feel about it. And if you're out there committing a crime and you get aggressive or violent towards a police officer, you're liable to get shot. And don't act surprised when it happens. Don't be like, "What? What did I do?"
We've been like trying for 2 weeks to not let Chris bring up Ferguson. We
I-
knew we'd go right to this. And you have to do it right when we got a guest on. Thanks,
No, you
dude.
know why? Because I feel I have a
2 weeks we were successful in keeping you from talking about
I
this.
feel we have a sensible guest on. I get a vibe that he's sensible, and he may be a little bit older than you guys. Were you with me or no? You're not with me.
And how you feel? I'm like in. I
He's
think it's a
afraid to say.
case by no, not at all. I feel it's a case by case basis. I
Yeah,
have
I agree.
I have relatives that are police officers. I know a lot of cops that are good cops. I
Sure.
know I've been witness to cops that are bad
Of
cops.
course.
But I think cops are pigeonholed. There's bad everything. There's bad doctors. There's bad chiropractors. There's bad deli workers.
What deli worker's
Yeah,
bad?
You're right. Well, if he's black, he's probably bad.
What
but-
are you doing in this deli, sir?
But he there's better, and I think like there's definitely abuses with officers in every station house, whatever, in precinct.
Yeah, but they're talking like I asked my wife, "What do you think the percentage is?" You know what she said to me? Like 30-40% of the cops are bad. I'm like,
No,
I don't
believe
think
that.
it.
No, I
No
don't believe
way.
now,
That's a lot more than you
I
think,
don't believe
though.
that, but I do believe. I think that area in like Ferguson is a very depressed area.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
a very impoverished area. But by watching the video after he was shot, you
Yeah.
can hear the language that people are using. They're very uneducated.
Right.
It's like you're in the ghetto, and
Yeah.
and I think the behaviors that this is the flip side from the cops' point of view. A lot of the behaviors of people, no matter what ethnicity or creed or race they are, when they live in these impoverished areas, they don't want any accountability for anything.
Right.
They don't like anybody. They want the cops to protect them when it's convenient for them.
But don't tell us
But
what
then,
to do.
But then if someone does something that they don't like, then it's all the cops are bad. And it takes like the community workers and the people that are the African American community leaders that come out and go, look, it's not. There was one bad guy. Why are you rioting or looting? I don't understand. Like if you're a cop, you have to go out there that night,
Right.
and you got to hold a shield. You have kids. You have a family.
I know, dude.
Why are they angry at you? They're throwing stuff at you. They're blowing your car up.
Did you see the clip of the newscaster where they get hit with a brick or a rock?
That I was okay with. I can't. CNN gets on my nerves. I was like, finally, a news person gets a good ass kicking.
Yeah, and not from a hurricane, from an actual person that
Yeah.
throws a rock at her.
But so I think the whole thing is very sad. I think like do you hear the new one today out of New York? The guy Eric Gardner who died.
No,
The overweight.
the guy that was selling illegal cigarettes.
Yeah. Now that like to me is like how was that? How did I not go to court? You're not allowed as a police officer in New York to use a choke. You know that, right? It's
no, I
illegal.
didn't know that.
Any type of chokehold is illegal. So, unless I think it's in a moment where you're like defending your life.
Sure.
Now, in this case, there were like 4 guys jumping on a man that was humongous.
Yeah, he was resisting arrest, but still.
And even
I
if
mean,
you had to get him down to the ground,
Right.
and you had to put your, because we talk MMA, if you have to put your arm around his neck to get him down to the ground, you release it. This guy held it. It was like basically a north-south choke in jiu-jitsu, where he's on the side, and the guy, when you're on the guy's carotid artery, there's no air going
Plus,
in.
he was a heavy guy, and I'm sure he had trouble
And
breathing.
Why wouldn't you just let go? He's on the ground. He wasn't even fighting back. He was so heavy he couldn't even move.
Right.
And I don't know how now there's major demonstrations going on right now, like in New York. It happened today, and to me, there's something. I don't know. There's certainly there is something to be said. There's not a lot of respect for a lot of black and lower income people, homes, education, socioeconomic.
Right.
There's definitely a lack of respect, and maybe these cops are jaded because when you're out seeing crazy,
Well, that's what
shit,
I told them. I said you got to deal with the dregs, and after a while,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make it right,
Yeah,
Jordan.
no.
You know what
because
cop
the,
was,
they're the political violence, the authorized violence of our society. Therefore, we need to hold them to the highest standard.
Well, that's the point. If you take that job, you have to have a very high standard, and you have to be a type of a guy. Not only physically can you enforce your power when you need to, but be judicious enough to know when to use it and be compassionate enough with the people you're using it with.
Right.
And there's a lot of cops, unfortunately, that are power mongers. They were probably little pussies, and then they get in this job of power.
Yeah, you can see that.
And
in a lot of them.
they're looking for. I mean, I used to work as a doorman in nightclubs for 5 years. You had guys that were looking for reasons to get. They wanted to get in fights and scuffles and prove themselves.
It was
And
like
you had
that-
other guys that were not like that.
It was like that experiment I saw where they took normal people and they put them in a position of a prison guard, and they did it for like a week, and they had actors come in and play the prisons.
I did that.
Did you really?
Yeah, in my college.
Well, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
How long did you
know
guys
what
do it?
happened? You know what ended up
No,
happening?
what
right?
happened? No.
I raped another prison guard.
You just couldn't handle
And
it.
I
dude.
realized I couldn't.
It was too much
I
power.
couldn't do it. So
Too much
Let
power.
me go back to working at a newspaper.
It's like I
stand.
want to go back to calculus. That was too much, and I feel dirty. Yeah, but that's what happened. The prison guards actually started abusing their power to the point where it got like where the people that were actors were like, hey, okay, this is over the top here. We can't. So yeah, it happens. But it's again with these guys, huge tension.
But,
and I
and
was
then
like,
on
yeah.
the other side,
Yeah.
where you're coming from, which is knowing a lot of police officers, people want to point fingers at cops. It's like they don't realize cops. Every day, they're in any moment, their life is on the line.
It's a really hard
and
job.
you have, and I even used to tell people this when I used to work as a doorman. It's like you're dealing with people when as a cop or anything, in where you have to deal with defending innocent people or protecting something. You're dealing with people that have nothing, many of which have nothing to live for,
right, or lose.
Nothing to lose. So there's no parameters on what they'll do. But when you're a cop or a security guard or a bouncer, you have certain rules, so you're already at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Rules to begin with, and now you got everybody
Right.
filming you, and you got the
Right.
now body
Right.
cameras and
Right.
the taping, and
So-
see, that's what I'm saying. When you say the cops are just doing stuff, I'm like, they're thinking consciously about what they have to do before they do it. Trust me. Even
Right.
this cop said in Ferguson, I thought about, can I shoot him legally? Which is an odd thing to say
What
out
I
loud,
don't-
but
yeah, what I never understand with the cops is that when there's so many videos that have come out, especially now in the day and age of
iPhones.
I didn't even mean to hit that. Does
No,
that mean
it's okay.
is that the laundry ready?
No, we
That's
started
the
over.
show. Good night, everybody.
It's a little Asian guy gonna come on. Oh, wait now, everything done. Yeah, I fold for you. You come in kitchen. You done talking black.
It's a reset button. Oh, that just killed him. He hates.
No, like I don't understand.
That's like the aliens at the shitty Star Wars movie.
Oh,
That's-
for God's sake.
I don't understand like all these videos of like you'll see a mentally ill there's like definitely like a lack of training with people with like mental illness. Like there'll be people off their medicine, cop shows up, guy grabs a knife, he's like 12 feet away from the cops, pulls it
Just
out,
waving
threatens
it.
them, and then they shoot him dead. Are you kidding me? Rubber bullets, pepper spray.
Bat.
I mean, right? There's you're telling me you're 2 or 3 cops. A guy has a knife. He's that far away. Your life is not in danger.
Right, but
shoot
legally-
him in the leg.
Legally, they can say if he stabs him in the right place.
Right.
Yes,
Shoot him
Jordan.
12 times in the leg.
So would you support, like, if we all had to get a microchip in the back of our necks that could turn us off, and then the cops get the remote? Because that would save a lot of lives in the end, right?
Well, don't let the women have the remote. You'll never get it back. Make sure it's a guy cop.
Yeah, that's dangerous, dude. My wife gets that. I'm never waking up. I will not go to work. Just to go to work.
It'll be set to the Lifetime channel. You never know what's going on.
Let's go and talk about the other stories. I want to pull this over real quick. The top 10 of tips. See what Bob has to say about this. I don't know if you saw this in the news. In India, a woman was hosting a show, and she got smacked. This guy came up and smacked her because she was wearing a short dress. He was Muslim. She's Muslim. He was upset. Popped her in the face. I started doing a little research about this, and I found this insane article, the top 10 tips for avoiding rape. And these
In
are all-
India.
In India.
Yeah,
Oh,
These
boy.
because rape is a big thing in India.
Yeah.
The men in this country rape a lot of women for some reason. They just can't control themselves. And that's what this guy said in other stories after he smacked the woman. They said, "What's the deal?" And he goes, "Well, these women wear these short dresses and they drive these guys to commit these crimes," which is the most insane thing I've ever heard.
So
I mean,
insane.
well, right? No self-control. You have no self-control, and you blame
Yep.
it on her
Yep.
because she's half dressed. That's to me is insane. These are even more insane. Go ahead, Jordan. Run through these real quick.
Number 1, stop using mobile phones.
Very dangerous.
Is this in India again?
In
This is-
India.
These are the tips. Who wrote this?
Well, there's each person. Each one's from a different person. That one
Oh.
right there is.
Hindu Mahasabha Vice President
using a cell
Dharam
phone.
Paiswah.
Yeah, and it gives the reason here for why.
Yeah, he called. Let me see. Demanded a ban on jeans and mobile phones and asked parents to implement dress codes for children. They believe this will reduce the incidence of rape and eve teasing. What the hell is eve teasing?
Eve
Eve
teasing.
Night,
teasing.
night
I've had too much
teasing,
wine.
of course.
What?
Oh, okay.
I guess. Rapes and sexual assault have obviously never occurred before mobile phones became
This
ubiquitous.
is in India, you said,
In
right?
India,
So-
yeah.
And this is our ally, by the way.
I know I know they're insane, dude. So yeah, mobile phones are the scourge in India. What's number 2?
Stop wearing jeans.
Jeans is the big one.
Really? I feel like that really covers up your hoo-ha well.
Well, but it depends on the jeans. I mean, the jeans they get the well now they're back up to the waist high. Now they were low, and then now they're up to the breasts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Long
yeah.
jeans
Women
is better.
shouldn't wear jeans and display themselves before people. What is meant to be covered should be covered. Wearing jeans and roaming around attracts unnecessary attention.
Well, what women are wearing jeans in India? They're not. I never see an Indian woman in jeans.
I don't.
Well, yeah, because they're
Matter
avoiding
of fact,
rape.
I've never seen an Indian. What?
They don't want to get raped.
They're
Why would you wear
avoiding
jeans?
But I thought it's illegal anyway. Like to have, you have to wear like the traditional garb.
Well,
and-
I'm sure
No.
there's some contemporary spots in India, like in Iran. I know they even though these things are illegal, there are like underground movements where kids go and they meet outside the cities and they have parties and they dress in Western clothes.
I like
I've
that.
saw
I have a side, but why do Indian men in my gym wear like wool dress pants and a suit to work out?
Because you raped a prison guard once, and they know you're there.
Is that why?
like, don't wear the jeans when Bob's at the gym.
Gee, they won't even wear workout pants.
You're disappointed about that. It's the same reason Mexicans wear like dress shoes to play
Are
basketball.
these Indian people in the photo? By the
Yeah, I
way,
was
they're
gonna
not.
say, that
This
guy's
guy's a
pretty good
cowboy and she's a whore. So
All right, next one, number 3.
Stop eating noodles.
Very
What?
dangerous. Yep, that's
I-
by Jintar Shatar of the Cap Patcheston Haryana.
You see, it's really hard to read.
Of
It
course it is.
destroys you for the rest of the paragraph.
What's the reason for the noodles?
It is a food that causes hormonal imbalances leading to rape.
Oh my God!
that's true. When I grab my own noodle, I need it to rape.
Yeah, but you can have
I
a
need my
plate of
noodle.
noodles. You
Yeah,
can't have
no,
just one
and then
noodle.
he specifies chow mein.
What?
Chow mein leads to hormonal imbalances, evoking an urge to indulge in such acts.
Crystal, you've had ramen noodles. Why are we not having more sex? That's my question. Why is that not happening? You eat ramen noodles like crazy, huh? It's false. It's not
Yeah,
right.
I
Okay.
eat ramen noodles a lot.
All right, number 4. Here we go.
Nothing.
Stop public displays of affection.
Well, that's
More white people.
it is a picture of two.
Well,
white
nobody.
men.
Yeah, again, nobody can do it in India. It's just.
This guy wore his undershirt to go out to a nice meal with his girl. by
Yeah,
the
that's
way.
Florida.
His
That's a
best
Florida
undershirt.
shot right there. That's how we do it here. Tank tops. He's lucky he doesn't have a wife beater on. Yeah, I guess.
Or
Yeah.
a wife raper. He ain't wearing a wife raper.
What is this kissing in public? Yeah, I don't know. Should they? Be, yeah, it's. I don't
That's
think
dumb.
kissing is
Stupid.
obscene.
You know what's sad? That I'm looking at his watch. I want to know what time it is that they're doing this. That's how OCD I am. I'm like, is it 3:15?
This next one I found very interesting. Number 5.
Call your potential rapist bro.
Yeah.
What?
Whoa, really?
Jordan actually identified with this one.
I feel weird because I called 3 of my friends today, bro, and before I hung up with them.
Well, they will never rape you.
Yeah.
They
So-
will
Good
not
job,
rape
man.
you.
Oh, we got
Thank
a
you
rapist
for-
calling in. Look, 600 rape.
All right, we'll stop right there before we read this. Go ahead, Jordan. Take it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a caller into the double special show. Caller, go ahead and state your name and purpose, please.
Hey, Chris. How you doing, guys?
What's up? Brady Ferguson on the phone calling in from sunny Canada. How are you, sir?
Yes, you didn't actually, you didn't think that, this was, real stuff that I was sending you, for you to put it in your act, did you?
Is this guy Indian?
Really?
Yeah, he is.
Real stuff? No, because the joke started to become, I can't write jokes. That was the whole joke.
Listen, Brady, anytime somebody wants to help out, and I'm sure Bob can. Bob, have you ever had anybody that wanted to help you write jokes? Like people that see you
Yeah,
and go,
but,
oh,
like, did you hear the content I was
Hold on.
like giving you? Like,
Yeah.
knock guy.
I heard the
knock.
content, Brady. I watched all the videos. Hang on for a second. I'm asking our guest Bob. Have you ever had anybody write jokes for you?
Never, but people have said, "Oh, hey, I got a good joke for you."
Just
you
like
know,
that?
Yeah.
Would you let a random
Yeah.
Canadian monster write a
Yeah,
joke
I would,
for you?
I would no. I don't
No.
take jokes. I'd
See.
rather
Well,
write my.
I-
I'd rather
I-
write my own
yeah,
hacky garbage. I don't need your hacky garbage. Got my own hacky garbage.
Exactly.
Here's the thing, though.
No. The whole point was I just thought it was kind of funny that 3:00 in the morning I'm sitting around thinking I'm going to further your career.
Well, of course. Listen,
You know
that's
what I mean?
all right. Listen, that's
I
why.
thought that was funny,
God.
so I just kind of ran with it. And I don't know. I create these characters, eh? I live in a sheltered world, Chris. Like
Hold
I
on.
really do.
Listen, I know what you're saying, Brady, and that's why not only did I go through the videos and pick premises that I thought might be interesting, I also took a list of things that I noticed about you from the videos, and I wrote them down, all right?
Did you notice the tips for the beard grooming and stuff?
No, I didn't notice that,
Brady,
'cause I'm-
you need to
'cause I'm
start
like-
calling him
Oh
bro.
my God.
Yeah. All right, here's the things that I know. Here's the thing
Well,
that I
there
know.
was one where I took my
Jesus.
wife's eyeliner or whatever, and I put it in my beard to mask the gray.
No,
and,
I saw that. I saw.
but I acted as though like it was a real tip, but that was the funny part of it.
Hold on, Brady.
No.
Stop talking for a second. Listen to this. Here's the thing I
Well, you're
noticed.
the comedian, and I'm not a comedian. Man.
No, it's my goddamn show, and I'm going to talk right now. Shut up for a second. Here's what I noticed. Here's what I noticed about your videos. Number one, you have hemorrhoids. I didn't need to know that. You told us about your hemorrhoids.
I know. I call them Hemi.
Yeah, and that you have a female proctologist, which is a little odd. I don't know if you sought that out or if it just happened.
No, and you know what? And she's more like a man than she is
Okay.
female. But a really, really scary woman, and she changed my whole perspective over that whole procedure, because like I felt like I was raped. Like I wanted to, and that was true. I thought that doggy style, taking the taking the finger up the butt doggy
yeah.
style.
Here's the other thing
to
is
empower myself.
All right, hold on.
you
Here's
know?
the other thing that scared me, Brady, is that you fall asleep with a lollipop in your mouth. I don't know. Even when I was
know.
a kid, I'd never fell asleep with candy in my. Are you getting back on the phone again?
Habit of eating sweet
Around the
things
corner.
at bedtime, eh?
Yeah, and that you got it in your wife's hair, which is pretty bad. Here's the other thing. I think it's sad that at your age you were getting lost in the rooms of your house, and I noticed that you talked about that, and that you walk in a room and you get lost in there. So basically, what you're doing all
the
day
time,
for your
dude, all the
retirement.
time. Like really, my kids are like my sounding board. I just say, why am I here? And they always know. They always seem to know.
But here's the thing, Brady. Hold on. Here's the thing. I promised you last week that I would check out the videos, and whether or not you did them as a joke or not, because listen, the first one, it was obvious. It was pretty bad, but it was also very funny. That's fine. I promised you I would.
I was just trying to be funny, but not really write material.
Hold
for you,
on,
you know
wait,
what I mean?
stop
Just trying to be
talking.
funny.
Jesus
and
God.
what it does is
Brady!
I thought maybe
He just doesn't stop.
Hold on.
We can only talk over him. We can't. There's nothing we can do.
Hold on, Brady.
He's a dam that's broken.
I'll sick Jordan
I
on you.
know. They
Don't.
need a telephone for me for the phone. Fuck.
That's fine. Hold on. It's give and take. Give and take. Now here's what I'm saying. I promise you that I would listen to the stuff and I would find if there was a premise and I would work on it. To me, it was a challenge. I found almost 5 or 6 good premises that jokes actually can come out of. So whether you meant it as a joke or not, the premises are there and they're workable. It just,
Yeah.
We'll see
No,
what happens.
Like, here's what I was like. I just like hanging out with you guys online and shit because I like doing funny stuff online.
Well, then, all right.
So I just thought, like, because you guys are gone all week, right?
Well,
So
not
if I
gone. We're not
throw in
gone.
throw in some
we're
videos
in
or whatever
storage.
for people to watch. Kind of keep the funny rolling while I'm doing fuck all.
No, it's good.
I
we
like this
appreciate it.
frame dance. I like your frame dancing. That was funny.
You know what?
That was so funny.
One day I was listening. I'll listen to crazy techno music while I'm painting. Sometimes I don't know. It inspires me, I guess. It's just
How did
get that
TMZ
spirit.
cut you down to like a 2-second soundbite? Because they did a good job. I don't know. They must have had hours of content to work with.
I know.
That's
you know what?
funny.
I was still talking, and then they just hit the button, I think, and then
I'm
that
shocked.
Was it. They cut me off or whatever.
I'm
but,
shocked that he would do
but
that.
Yeah.
I-
The frame dancing, it can't, because I'll sometimes paint, and I know it sounds odd. I'll paint with techno music on in the background. I just like the
No,
beat. You know
doesn't
what I
sound
mean?
that odd.
Outrageous.
Canada.
I just saw a pile of frames sitting there, and I just had this crazy idea for
Crazy.
for frame dancing, and that's what came out. That
Hold on
day.
for a
So-
second. Hold on for a second, Brady. I got Bob DiBuono in the studio. He's a New York comic who comes into town every now and again. What do you think of Brady? You've seen the little video when you walked in. Now you've heard him.
I see the
A little bit, just him
You
talking.
didn't really hear the sound.
Yeah, I didn't hear the
Oh,
sound.
yeah, I
What do you
just-
think of himself? What's your impression of Brady from Canada?
How do you?
Oh God.
Are you? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 40. Actually, I don't
married?
even know. I'm 47, I think.
You
46,
got a
47. I was
girlfriend?
born
You
in 67.
you married?
I really don't know my age. I swear to God. I kid you not. I
God.
keep
You don't know
that
your
number
age?
in my head. 46 or 47.
Hold on, Bob wants to know, you married? You got a kid?
I got 2 kids, yeah. Yeah, I've been
Do
a
they
stay-at-home
know?
dad
Do
for
they
for
know
like
how
the
old
last
they
8
are? Or
years.
probably not. Do you know? Do they know how old? Do they know? Where are they now? Are they in the other
My
room
kids?
dancing to techno? What are they
No,
doing?
no.
Are they live with you,
love the
or?
techno. I'll tell you, man. I actually have a video on there how to get your kid to dance in 30 seconds or less, and she does actually start dancing in the video.
On,
But
not,
no,
well,
they're in,
on a
they're in
pole.
bed. Like this is late for them, right?
Well, yeah, it's late. I get. Were we on the same time? Is him?
I don't think so. I think
you 3
what
hours
time is
behind?
it?
You convert it to Celsius or something, and then add 30, and that's the time we're in, or something like
What do you
that.
say?
That's the weather, you weirdo.
Yeah, but I'm standing in a tent made of Hello Kitty blankets in my. That's where I sing out of now. I don't know if you've seen that.
He does karaoke, Bob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I built a little thing in my garage where I sing karaoke. I became a rock star when I
Great. You know, there's a
retired.
karaoke website because my mother's on it. It's
He's on it.
called. No, I'm dead
You know
serious.
what? I just
Listen to me.
Gives me
It's-
something to do, man. Gives
No,
me
no, that's
something
fine.
to
It's called SingSnap.com.
That's what he does. That's
My
what he
mother's
does.
on there. You guys could be like
do.
friends.
Really?
I'm dead serious. You could be friends with my mom.
You know,
SingSnap.
listen,
She's-
I go in the chat room all the time, and all the old ladies love me. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
he's such a."
My
he's
mother's
such a
in there.
handsome
Yeah,
man.
she's in there.
He's such a rocker.
She'll-
I'm like
Hold on.
a friggin' a rock star in there, man.
My mother's in there right now singing Gordon Lightfoot.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm dead serious.
Oh my! Sundown. It's got to be Sundown.
Sundown, you better take
Oh,
it.
the Edmonton Fitzgerald, they sing that song. The whole song is the same thing.
Look up if you look
Yeah.
up Cat's. I think she's under Cat's Eyes on SingSnap. She's got a whole page, and you guys literally. I know you can have like people that listen to your songs and you rate them. And
Yeah, yeah. No, I have.
Cat's
I've
Eyes,
got over
66.
20,000 listens on my shit. Like I'm all over that place. Like basically, I've.
Does it hurt your head? Just hurts your head when he throws out that number,
yeah, no,
doesn't it?
I've recorded like 600 songs. It's retarded. I got addicted to it. And
My
it was
mother,
like,
my mother's
yeah, it was
cut.
just living the
My
rock
mother
star
every week.
dream
My
in my
mother's
living
cutting a
room.
new album on there. I know all about it. Trust me, my
I've
mother's
sung every
nuts.
song I've known. I swear to God, every single song I've known, I've sung it. I even sung the theme song to the Brady Bunch. I kid you not. I rockified it.
Trivia, test them on some songs.
That's awesome. No, I believe that
We
he would.
should
All right,
do that
ready?
one
Here-
day.
here-
Gilligan's
hold on.
Island too. I had to do Gilligan's Island. I don't know
Hold on,
why.
Brady.
Just one, and then my wife walks in the garage. I'm fucking singing the theme song to Gilligan's Island. She's like, "You've lost your mind."
No, you hit rock
All right,
bottom,
here-
Brady.
here-
You know
lost
what?
your
This is a
Brady, hold on.
Canadian Army technique, so he
Wait.
can't be waterboarded. They literally can't get any water towards his mouth because it's just constantly blowing away.
That's it. You just keep talking. Keep talking.
Hold on,
singing.
Brady.
Keep singing.
Hold on, Brady. Bob wants to give you a couple of trivia questions based on the SingSnap.
We'll go around all of us. I'll do the first one. You got to name it,
Okay.
and if you don't get any of the, if you got to get like everyone right, and if you're not, then you're not legitimate karaoke. Operator, can you help me place this call? That's it.
Operator, can you help me, please? Is that like a? Nah.
Oh, this guy.
I know the song, but I don't know who did it.
You stumped me right off the bat. man.
Operator.
I mean,
Can
this
you
is
help
like
me
70s
play
classic.
Something.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's I think I know who it is.
Yeah. Oh, Donna
Donna.
Summers.
It's a dude,
It's a
first of all.
guy.
Yeah, it's a guy.
Oh, is it?
Donna
Yeah.
Why
Summer.
are you singing it like a chick?
Because I can't sing.
Because I suck. I'm not a karaoke star
That's
like
not fair.
you.
He threw me off.
What do you want me to-
Singing like a girl.
No, I just brought my. I just went.
Anyway.
Operator.
Look, every guy that can't sing starts in falsetto. That's a rule. That's how the Bee Gees got
Oh,
it.
is that how it goes?
Yeah, I can't sing, so it goes.
Here's another one.
All right.
Time.
Everybody can sing, dude. You just
Ready?
gotta give
Ready?
it.
Here's
Hold
another
on,
one.
Brady. Here's another one. Number 2.
Time passages. I know you're in there. You're
Oh.
just out of sight. Oh, time passages.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Right? We know that one. You're not a karaoke.
You know what?
20,000 songs you sung. You don't know these. It's a basic. It's like
You know what?
fundamental.
The funny thing about karaoke is I didn't know the lyrics to songs before. I thought "Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap" was "Dirty Deeds and the Dungeon Chief."
Wow.
Until I sung it in karaoke. I
That
swear
is
to
the
God.
right. Wait. That
Big
is
old
that
jet
is the right.
airliner, You know, big old jet airliner.
Yeah.
I was singing Digo Jet at a lineup.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know why, but that's what
You're
I
a
thought
moron.
it was. Digo Jet at a lineup.
Dude, AC/DC's album was titled Dirty Deeds. That was the name of the damn album.
I know, but now I know all the lyrics to all these songs, and it's
All right,
completely
Brady.
useless information.
All right, buddy. Well, listen, I'm going to let you go, but I want to thank you for giving us the paintings. He did the paintings here. He sent those from Canada. Look at this. I'll put these up right now. Look at that.
Who's that?
What do you mean, who is that? You don't know who that is?
Charles Manson.
That was Charles Manson. Look at that. Who is that, Bob? Talk about trivia. You don't know who the hell
Dave
that is?
Grohl.
Thank you, Dave
Here's
Grohl.
Johnny.
Oh, dude, I'm a huge Jack fan.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, here I
Here's
am.
Johnny.
And I have to say, Brady, my wife said I got the Jack Nicholson. She said I had the choice between Jack Nicholson and Here's Johnny, which I knew immediately what that was.
Yeah,
And
she
J-
said I would go with the Here's Johnny.
No,
so.
and then she said, or the Johnny with the cigar, and I was like, why didn't you get the Nicholson with the
Really,
cigar?
you want-
Are you a big Shining
no,
fan?
Maybe you'll get him before New Year's or something.
Right on. We're going to send you a couple of shirts from the show. Robot Time with Robot, Secret Time with Robot Dad shirt, and also get you a logo shirt. Bob, go ahead. You said what now?
No, I just want to know if he was a big Shining movie fan.
Probably. He's got an
The
axe.
Shining? yeah, I love Jack Nicholson. The guy is he's got more character per square inch on his face than anyone I know. You know what I mean?
True.
Like
I don't know.
he's just,
Tommy Lee
What's
Jones
that?
has got a lot of character on his face.
I don't know. What was your favorite scene to talk over in the movie?
it's my favorite what?
The scene in the movie where you just kept talking over it. Which was your favorite?
My favorite part to talk over. Now that's a fucking joke. That's a joke. See, I bring the funny man.
All right, brother. All right, well, listen, a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for dropping us a line. And look, I'm going to work on the bit. I'm going to tape it. I'm going to play it on the show in a couple weeks.
Yeah, for sure. Like
All right.
like I said, again, I'm just keeping you guys entertained in between the dead,
Sort of.
the dead time. I'm
Yeah,
like one
sort
of
of.
those guys.
I mean, toward
No,
the-
this
can't
is the dead
stand
time.
that quiet time. So I just keep going. You know.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for calling.
Cheers, man.
All right, there you go.
Live from Canada. That was Brady, ladies and gentlemen. Let's
right,
get back to Indian
Yeah,
rapists.
Indian
I
rapist.
wonder if he talks during movies and TV shows. Like if he can be quiet. Do you think he can be
I wonder if he
quiet?
ever interrupts himself.
He gets very excited when he calls, and dude, you
Yeah,
know,
he looks up to the show. I could tell he's very
right.
You know,
Here's
you
the
guys
thing.
are superstars. to
Well,
him.
no, wait, but
And your mom looks up to him. It's a weird cycle. It's like Ouroboros. Going on.
Right, 'cause she's on
We
Sing
look up to
Snapping.
you. He looks up to us. And
Yeah,
And
you
my
could-
mother's like, "Oh, I want to sing that many songs."
You connected with him way more than we ever did just then. We were like, sing snap. He was like, his ears perked up like he heard a dog
Yeah.
whistle. All right, expert tip number. Well, we need to get back to what was the last one we did? Was
calling your potential rapist bro.
Right, and you had what is that theory you said? It's a syndrome. or
Like
whatever?
if somebody's attacking you, you try and make a connection with them. You tell them your name and make sure they know you're a person. Supposedly that'll help.
Tell me where your erogenous zones are.
Sometimes.
No,
while
that-
they're raping.
That may go into a place where you don't want to go. But yeah, they said here, if you get gang raped, you should say, hey, we're our brothers. I am helpless. You are my brother, my religious brother. And then somehow I don't think that's going to work, dude. Once you get to the
Bro,
point where
no.
you commit to it and you're in a gang and they're all attacking you, I don't know if that's going to actually stop.
Yeah.
That's,
No, bro is not gonna.
bro, why are you doing this, bro?
The bro code.
Don't
That's
you-
it. Haji, get over here. We're going to do the rape.
Bro.
He called me bro. That's
Oh.
it. Get your dick out. That's it. No more fucking around. Time to pull out the weapon.
Yeah, can you say it? Did she just call me bro?
That's it. Here come the camel milk, bitch. Here we go, you motherfuck.
this is
Dressing
so
slutty, calling me bro. That's it. You wanted.
bad. All right, expert tip number 6, stop interacting with men. Which is that's a good tip actually.
Yeah, that'll work eventually.
Yeah, I mean they may seek you out, and again, no Indian. They're actually
Then
Asian.
they show us a Gap commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's an Asian. It's like from Hong Kong. Those are all Asian women and men. That's very funny. Yeah. Yeah, don't do it. Here's the one that blew me away. Stop having consensual sex. And this
That
is
doesn't even make sense. It's like an oxymoron.
no, but
Yeah.
it says she's a Congress leader first of all in India.
That's
and-
not her.
No, that's not her.
So if you don't want to be raped, don't say
Have-
yes to it.
Don't say yes. And here's why. Jordan, tell him why in the explanation.
Well, if
here.
you say yes to it, it won't be a rape.
Yeah, but if you say yes to it, it could lead to a rape. Jordan, tell him why.
I don't feel any hesitation in saying that 90% of the girls want to have sex intentionally, but they don't know that they would be gang raped further as they find some lusty and pervasive people in the way ahead.
In the way ahead.
I don't even understand what that means there. Yeah, that just fell
That's
apart,
my
that whole
friend
sentence.
Haji and everyone who works at the hummus factory.
I know, but where are you having sex?
Everybody coming out for fuck.
Yes, Crystal. You have something to say?
It's because if they say yes to one guy, they're saying yes to all men.
Right. That's
If
Jordan.
they say yes to one guy, they're saying yes to all men at the same time, is what Crystal just said.
They're just mindless sex machines in India. They can't control themselves. They're just walking around, putting it wherever they can.
Man.
Dude, it would suck to be a woman in that country. If that's the stuff you have to worry about, that would suck, dude. Like, I want to have sex with you, but do we have to, does the whole neighborhood get some? Because I'm a little nervous about
Jerk
that.
chicken is really an aphrodisiac. We didn't know it.
And this is great. Live in India, not, what is that, Bharat?
Bharat, yeah.
Bharat.
I don't. Yeah, I guess it says, despite statistics suggesting 75% of all rapes occur in rural India, one person felt that they only occur in urban areas. So
That
he
was,
said,
that was the RSS chief.
yeah. What is the RSS?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, so shut up.
Well,
What
it
the-
sounds official. I don't know. It sounds like they might be in a position of power.
Just RSS.
Yeah. He says you go to
Sounds
the
like a
village-
Honda.
You go to the villages and forests of the forest of the country, and there will be no such incidents. Which, that's where they would be, because nobody's reporting them. There's no police there. It's not going to happen in the city. I mean, it may. I mean, not on the same level is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's. The other one's get married earlier. How early? Look at that person.
I don't see how that helps.
Getting married early.
But see, yeah, just because you get,
Take
because
drop
apparently
them-
then you have to have consensual sex and then you get gang raped by your family. That's what I'm getting from this list. So I
By your
don't.
family. Grandpa, get in here. Time
She-
for you.
she said
Good
yes.
fun.
Yeah.
Ready for fun?
Yeah, she said
said
yes.
so.
You know what that means? Everybody. Yes, that's what that means.
But not from your brother.
Not. Why not?
Because they just said that. If you're brothers, they won't rape you.
Well, yeah. Okay.
No, they beat you
Oh, I don't know. I should.
after your rape.
And they did because he said brother and not bro. He
Brother
screwed
was-
up.
Oh my God,
Spiritual
this
sense.
kid's wearing a slinky. I'd rather be raped.
Look, he's got a. What does he got on his
He's
nose?
got a slinky and a door stopper on his nose.
All right. What's the last one?
What is it?
Expert 10. Change the stars. I don't understand what change the stars mean. I guess they feel like we're in an area astrologically where this is going to happen.
We just
Is that what they mean?
2012 is the rape year. No,
Yeah,
next
there's
year's
the leap. There's leap. There's the year of the cock, which is also the year of the rape. That's the lining of the stars. They form into a giant penis,
What
and
are you
then
gonna
you do rape.
What are you going to do? We got no fighting a chance against it.
Chill out, hang out, wait
Well,
for a
and
year
they
of the
s-
clam. It
well-
all gets better.
They say the country's land of spiritual belief and philosophy. They also believe, like the stars, that you just moved it. I can't read it now. Incident to blah 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 blah. Yeah, that one's kind of weird. He said rape accused should not be hanged. Men make mistakes. He added that when their friendship ends, the girl complains she has been raped. Just learn to deal with it. That's great. Boys will be boys. That's really what it boils
Is
down to
this
in that country.
A real article or one
Yeah.
of those parody?
No, people in
things?
these countries actually believe this. I mean, when you got families that kill
Yeah.
somebody for shaming their family,
They cut your hand. I mean,
Yeah.
you're cutting your hand off in Iran if you steal. I mean, who would have thought? You know.
well that yeah.
They're executing people now for bad Facebook statuses, which I wish they do here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, yeah. If you take a picture of a piece of cake in Iran, you're killed.
All
You'll
right.
like him.
Ladies and gentlemen, calling in from the great land down under of Australia, it's Brad McLean.
You guys have not one
Hello,
American
folks.
fan.
How are you going?
No.
What's up, Brad? How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thanks, Chris. How are you guys going?
Good. We got Bob DiBuono in the studio hanging out with us. He's a New York comic. You can say hello to Bob.
Hi, Bob. How are you, mate?
None of your business.
Fair enough. Bob's an upbeat kind of guy. I can tell that straight off the bat.
How are you, sir? I'm just joking with you. How are you doing? Why are you saluting in the picture I'm looking at, by the way? You're saluting
I'm
us.
actually, because it's as a sign of respect, I'm saluting
That's
the
right.
crew as they go
Oh,
off to
that's
sea,
very nice.
and I've got a parrot on my shoulder.
I know you
He
are.
had
Are
ants
you?
in his eyes, the parrot did.
I was just noticing the parrot. Are you a sailor? Is he a sailor?
No.
Sounds like it.
You
Cause
said you're going off to
part-time sailor.
all part time.
Yeah, Brad is a comedian out in Australia. He does musical stand-up comedy and also does webcasts where he does like a soap
Awesome.
opera. Yeah, he's a very
Cool.
funny fellow. Yes, Tiffany.
do you hear a clock? Like, is there Is there?
That's the bomb in
is
my
that?
pants. Because I'm about to rape somebody.
No, this is the ability for me to pull the car up wherever I want. I just whack the hazard lights on and people must go around.
You're sitting there right now. He delivers fish in his day job, door to door.
That's the official rape clock.
The time's coming. The only problem is the next woman in my lights is about 75 years of age.
Well,
so I'm going to try and smash the rape clock to bits.
Yeah, that's okay.
And get rid of it. So
That
none of that happens.
girdles come off faster than underpants.
They're
In
not
fact,
as old
that's what's
down
on
at the
next
bottom.
Business card.
What was that?
Mobile fish, we will not rape.
I want to thank you for having Crystal on Shipwrecked. It was a very funny episode, and the song at the end was good. My favorite is still got to be the Queen song, but that was a very funny song.
Well, I've got to reverse that thanks, and I'll say no, thank you, Crystal, for being a part of it. It was brilliant.
Yeah, he does a show called Shipwreck where he actually gets people from all over the world. He sends them a script. They put down their lines. They tape it, and then they send it to him, and he puts together a soap opera.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's very original.
There's two Scottish people on it this week.
What's that? Two?
Two Scottish people. Oh, but I mean, what's original, Bob? Everything's been done. hasn't
No,
it?
but I've never heard someone do that. That's kind of I wasn't being facetious. I think that's a
Don't say that on this show.
Don't say facetious on the show.
Oh, that's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, like Chris called
I'm
one of
sorry.
the English people that, and the
Oh.
British person, they got really upset. They had this whole thing
Can you
about.
imagine that? Calling a
Oh.
Brit facetious, and they got pissed off
Oh.
about it.
See, it's a nice word here.
Yeah.
This proves it. It's a nice word here.
Yeah.
Facetious. It's a nice word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, you scousers.
Anyway,
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're
Anyway.
no. That was a good. I think it's a good idea that you do that. That's fancy. I like it.
It's good. Well, we're just bringing the globe together, mate. We're going for world peace and harmony through an island of
Yeah.
nonsense.
Well, start in
That's all we're
Ferguson.
doing.
Starting Ferguson.
he probably doesn't even know about it.
Do you know anything about the Ferguson situation here in the States? The cop shooting the kid, the guy that attacked him?
Spoiler alert. Jeez.
No, I've seen the name Ferguson thrown
Wait
about
till the movie
place,
comes
but I
out.
have no
Yeah.
idea what's going on.
Yeah, they don't care. They're so
'Cause
happy.
they're all
in Australia.
white there. They don't have this problem.
Yeah, they got
No, no, no,
aboriginals to
all my-
shoot.
A lot of my mates are Aboriginal, so they're.
Oh, you're right,
we got the full-
Aborigines.
although we only learnt racism through television, I'm pretty sure.
And you're racist
we're all
against New
just-
Zealand's.
We're all just mates.
Yeah,
I know. But
what are they
talk
called in
funny,
New
don't they?
Zealand? They're called
Kiwis?
Kiwis.
Yeah, they're everywhere here.
They are?
Yeah, they all come over because they don't need a passport.
Does that bother you?
No, I don't care.
No, he doesn't care about anything, dude. Everybody that he's pranked, he's used to prank calls. They're so nice. Even though he's being a dick to them
so friendly.
and messing with them, everybody's like, it's no problems. No problem. You called and asked for hookers, even though this is a bakery. I'm good with that.
It's $15 an hour
Yeah,
minimum
yeah.
wage. People put up with that shit.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to be a bit nice, does it?
You know what? I don't know. Bob, what do you think? You're kind of on the edge. I think you could
What?
go either way.
On what?
Nice or be just a total dick.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, no, I get the no. I get it.
I mean, I'm like, I like messing with people. I do actually do the prank calls for like a United Stations radio network.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely, I like to do characters that are really rude and abrasive, but that I like getting lost in a character where you're being the guy that you hate, in real life,
See,
But in real life, I'm usually I'm like on stage. I would say I'm
you're
like
friendly.
I push pull, like I like to fuck with the audience a little bit. I can swear. Right?
Yeah.
And then but then there is a charmingness because they know it's not meant to be hurtful.
Yeah. Brad's just nice all the time.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, Bob, what's life like in New York? I think you've got about as many people there as we have in the whole country.
Yeah. So have you never been to New York?
No,
I
I haven't
don't
even got
answer
a
that.
passport. I went to Fraser Island, which is, you can see it by eye. It's only, you couldn't hit a golf ball there. But I took a small boat with a small engine on a rough day, so that's nearly as good as going across the ocean.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's probably good enough. You don't. New York City is tough. It's a tough place to live. I'll put it to you that way. No.
Do you know, like, I've grown up being able to, you can't go anywhere without knowing someone and being able to say hello to someone. I imagine that's fairly rare.
No,
walking
New
the
York,
streets of-
right? I mean, so many people, millions of people, but no personal space. It's like people, you see a lot of crazy shit every day. I tell a story on stage. I saw a woman once get stabbed in the ass on the train. I ever tell you this?
No,
story?
no.
I was on the train and I was going. This is years ago, and this crazy guy. This is a typical day in New York. I see a crazy guy stab a woman in the butt. Not life threatening, obviously. It was just like a little.
With what?
Like a penknife, like right in the ass. It didn't sound like that. I just gave it a sound effect. Matter of fact, when he did it, he looked at me and I went. And then this guy, he starts to run down the street, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to do something, right? Because you can't let this idly happen. I was trying to be like a good guy, good Samaritan. So I start chasing this guy down the street, but I'm not like fast at all. I'm like really slow. So it didn't even look cool that I was chasing him. It looked like two separate situations. Like if you were watching as it looked like some guy was running really fast, and then way behind him, some guy was late for work. It was the most, but that's like New York. Like just people on top of you. It's dirty. It's a great place to visit, but to live, unless you're rich, it's. I always tell people when they come, they're so excited to be in New York because they're visiting, and it's like because they get to leave at the end of the weekend. And people that are New Yorkers, they're miserable because there's no quality of life. It's not like where you live in your country. You know, it's like you're surrounded by concrete and pavement and buildings and people on top of you, and everyone's rude and everyone's in a rush and people are angry and there's no like decency. There's no social graces.
Do you live on the island or you live in one of the boroughs?
I used to live in Queens, and then I work in the city every day, and then I moved out to New Jersey a little bit out, like 15, 20 minutes out. But I always think of New York as like the amusement park, and the people that come to visit the amusement park, they're all excited. They go on the rides, and the New Yorkers are the amusement park. We're the workers. Yeah. You know, get on the goddamn ride, lady. Just get on the ride. Shut up.
Do you think he stabbed her in the ass so she couldn't sit down and just freeing a seat up?
I don't know. I think he stabbed her in the ass because she had a big ass, and he was like, "It's a good target. I can't miss."
Yeah, but was there was there a precipitating argument, or he just decided this?
No, he's just a crazy guy. And all of a sudden, I heard a girl go, "Eh," and I looked over, God. And I was like, it was busy. It was packed. It was like 7:00 in the morning. Jesus. And then she goes, "Oh my God, that guy just stabbed me." And then we were all like, I thought she was crazy. We're all looking at her like, "All right, wacko."
You think maybe
she had like a little not bad, but like a little blood on her fingers,
Oh,
like from like she had like a little, you know.
We jabbed her pretty damn good.
And then the guy started to run, and then that's when I was like, "Oh my God, he's my hero."
Jordan, you live in the city. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say maybe he was dyslexic and he was trying to tap that ass, but he just he got the word wrong. He got two letters right. You got to give him that credit.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
no, I wish I caught him and said, "Look, I'll pay you like $15. I have like 3 ex-girlfriends. Would you also stab them in the ass?"
Although one doesn't have really an ass, so go high on the hip because otherwise you're gonna hit bone. You don't want to do that. All right, Brad. Well, listen, always a pleasure talking to you, man. Hope everything's going good your way.
Yeah, everything's excellent. We're in the rundown to Christmas. I had a stalker this week, which was quite amazing.
Online or in
yeah. Online, had a mad woman. She wanted my Skype details, and I just said no, but it must have been the way I typed it. So she done a Spreaker show about it, and to be honest, really made herself sound to be a lunatic.
Oh my God!
I was on Gav's show and we were talking about George Michael and Wham and a pen friend I had in Botswana and how the relationship deteriorated because I liked George Michael and he didn't. Long story. Anyway, she said something about George Michael and I go, "Oh yeah, a bit of a joke." In fact, listen to George Michael singing Roxanne on an album called Songs from the Last Century. Just a passing tweet, you know. I don't know this girl, just a buddy, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she sent me a direct message saying, "Did you know that song's about a prostitute and a pimp? And what were you implying?" And I said, "Well, I'm not in the habit of playing riddle by song title, but I'm glad I never mentioned Helter Skelter by the Beatles."
Yeah, right.
Anyway, a week goes past and she sends me a message going, "Can I have your Skype details?" And I just deleted it 4 days later. I don't know if you got the last message, but could I get your Skype details and that? And I said, "Oh, I'm trying to be polite, you know. Look, I only use it for work, to be honest, so no, I don't really give them out. But I thought you could call into your show." So obviously she's a big fan, you know, knows the show inside out. And I wrote no. But it must have been the way that I wrote no because she took it as me saying no. And really it was just a no, almost a sung no, the way I was. Anyway, so she done a Spreaker show on how I'm a CUNT fairly well.
That's
so
funny.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
So I said to someone, in fact, Roxanne, it's such a mild song. Go inside and tell your wife to listen to Roxanne. And he said, I won't, because her nephew went out with George Michael and we had a lot of trouble trying to get her away from him. That's real.
Well, that's real. That's real life right there, man. That's the life in the hood in Australia.
It gets down and dirty.
Yeah.
George Michael.
All right, brother. Well, listen, always a pleasure to talk to you. We'll talk to you again. Good job on 30 Minutes in the Back Room. Shipwrecked. Very funny.
Yes. Thank you, Crystal. Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks, Jordan. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Bob. Have a nice evening.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Australia, this is Brad McLean.
We do have listeners in the U.S., by the way. We do have. There's like
Yep.
5 or 6 of them in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in there.
This is good for your career. Trust
And
us.
honestly, if you were do you know of anybody in overseas that's into your comedy? Has anybody ever contacted you? No, you don't care about any of the Europeans.
No
Don't
one
give a
even
shit?
likes me in New York. Are they gonna like me in overseas?
You do a lot of work at Stand Up New York, though. That's like your home club, isn't
like
it?
my home club.
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I got to do a showcase there.
You told me that. Yeah, last
Yeah,
time.
and I was
How was it?
excited.
Yeah.
Well, it was fine if they'd sent me the tape that I paid for, but no.
Are you
other than that,
kidding?
no. They wouldn't let me tape, and then they said we tape.
Oh my god.
Give me money. We'll send you the tape. And I said great.
Are you kidding?
I had a great set. I was so excited. It was my first set in New York City.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and I was like, and they
You
didn't.
come to New York, you do my show.
I would love. What is your show? I've seen you post it before. Is it like a
It's
show?
every week, once a week.
What's
on
it called?
Wednesday nights, called Character Flawed.
Character Flawed.
Yeah.
And
it's
what is
about
it?
15th year it's in.
15 years really at that club?
Wow.
Yeah, since I started doing comedy.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Because
The show's going on right now.
that's a well-known club in New York.
Yeah, top 3 clubs.
Right. It's a
Yeah.
small little hole. It's not like the
No,
ice.
it's not a hole. They redid it.
Oh,
It's
did they?
really nice now. Yeah,
'Cause
it's
when
like
I
a
was there,
lounge.
plastic
It was
chairs and
shitty.
shit.
Now it's like a very sophisticated lounge.
I got to go back. We
Yeah,
got to go
it's
back.
We've been
really nice
talking
club.
all about doing it.
Yeah, I'd like to come back. And what is it like? Is it like one of those
It's a
never-ending
headliner
showcases?
Show. No, it's a headliner show. 6 headliners on every show,
Mhm.
and then we mix in usually anywhere between 4 and 6 up-and-comers within the show, and they
Nice.
promote it because they're on an A-list show.
Sure.
And the show's 2 hours, and
Mhm.
we usually average on a Wednesday night 80 to 130 a show, and
That's good.
Saturdays at 5 it's a happy hour, and that show averages anywhere to between 60 and 100 a show.
Saturday at 5 just seems
Yeah.
so weird to
I
do
know, it's a
stand-up.
happy hour. I didn't think it would,
But
fly, and it did.
But everybody's out in
We're
the
thr-
city.
That one we've been doing for the Wednesdays for 15 years. That one's going on 4.
It's pretty sweet,
And
dude.
it's sell out many times. It's great.
Yeah, no, it's a great club. When I was there, Steve Byrne just popped in. They were all, it is a revolving sort of, it's a revolving club.
The show
where-
got canceled, by the way.
yeah, I heard that.
I immediately masturbated when I saw it.
I never saw the show. It just didn't appeal to me. The whole bar
was
thing.
it?
Was called Sullivan and Sons.
I've
and
heard of
yeah,
that.
and what they do like 3
A
seasons?
friend of mine, Brian Scalero, was also on the show.
Yeah,
And,
I mean it's a bummer for them.
yeah, well, he was off the show. He ended up like leaving the show, and so I'm sure he's not that upset. I mean, because he wasn't on it anyway the
Right.
last season. So
How many seasons? 2? 3?
I think it was 3.
I think it was
total,
3, yeah. Because I know that one of the local DJs here, radio DJs, was connected with had Steve on a couple times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they came on. Mike Cowhead came on and did some guest spots, and they were all
Okay.
pumping it up. And I'm like, this show's not gonna last. It's not gonna last.
You know,
I just-
I mean, I find like most of the shows on TV. I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of it's. I mean, even what's that new show with? Was it John Mulaney? I
I'm
heard
not
that
familiar with-
show is awful. But what it is that you get some suits at a network behind you.
Mhm.
Even when that show, if they decide to make you the face of their network,
Yeah.
then even if your show tanks, they'll just find another show or another script for you to be on. I mean, so when these guys go to certain like what's his name, Pete Holmes, his show got canceled.
Mhm.
I think Pete's very talented. He's actually good in that format.
Mhm.
And the show was canceled, but he'll crop up. He's got 186,000 Twitter followers.
I know
so
Sebastian-
he's going to end up. Huh?
Sebastian's coming up hot. He's got a sitcom in the works,
Yeah,
and
so-
he's one of those guys that's going to be in
You
and
know,
out.
it's not the business as we all know. It's not about talent anymore. It's about
What is it about?
It's casting. But Suits will get behind. I mean, Aziz Ansari.
Sure.
I mean, Indian. I mean, how many Speaking of Indians,
Yeah.
we know he's raped people. He fills a niche, and they can
Right.
get behind that and go, hey, Indian comic, and he's young and he's cute,
Sure.
and he's Indian, and so guys like that. I mean, you can build something around that because how many Indian comics are there?
What
Not
about
many.
nondescript older white guys?
We're in the worst area. You know,
it's so
it's like
depressing
the
you
part
said
of the
that.
grocery store that we're in the aisle. With the bread. It's like you need it, but you don't really choose specifically which bread you want. You don't care.
Yeah.
That's the problem. White guys and. Especially if
older.
you're over 30 and
Over
you're
30,
white,
yeah.
you got to find.
I think the younger
You got to have
ones too,
stick, man.
though.
You got to have an angle.
It's not even about funny. You could be the most hilarious guy, but you got to have something else in the work, like in a podcast that catches fire.
Right.
You end up on Last Comic Standing. You end up on a show,
Which
then all of a
also got
sudden the
canceled,
big-
by the way.
what? Oh, it did get
Yeah, LSC
canceled?
is done.
Oh, it's done. I thought they were just putting it on hold.
I have a friend, Julie Scoggins, who made it through, and she was going to be on, and she announced like last week that they canceled it. I don't know if they're redoing it or
I heard that
revamping it.
they're putting it on hold, but either way,
Yeah.
you need something like some type of platform like that,
Right.
And then that's when the agents come, and then they're
Got to get the heat on you.
It's all about the heat, and the heat's stupid because it's not about talent. It could be you made a dumb video that went viral, and
I
boom,
know, dude.
now all of a sudden they're like,
It's like I keep telling you, dude. Well, yeah, but you all you want to do is eat hot
you
sauce
wanna
on your
eat
videos.
stuff.
That's
Well,
not
we
going to do
can't.
it.
We don't have any editing or
It's
shooting
not
or
about
storyboarding
editing. Bob,
skills.
tell him it's not about editing. Is it?
unfortunately,
kinda about
it's not
editing.
anymore. Now you just have to put a thing up on and make a face.
Well, yeah, we're
Make a
trying.
face.
Because you saw the girl with the boom, 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 that thing that you keep showing me
Yeah, yeah.
about the boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then, like, she
Some
didn't
chick.
do anything.
Yeah, but
except
she's
for
not
do
getting
that.
a show. That chick's not getting a show.
We tried to see how many poker
She
chips we
might.
could put in a condom.
Yeah.
See, that wasn't eating.
Yeah,
That's
that
something
was
weird. It's like
stupid.
140. It's a lot more than you
Yeah.
think.
I liked his Sweet Tomatoes video much better.
Oh my God, that was so
Which one was
funny.
it? Oh, the one with the guy.
I wish-
you saw it?
That was awesome.
I
That
wish we
was
would have
so
gotten a
funny.
video of you at the roundup.
I
That
know,
was
so you like to-
hilarious.
Oh, that one.
Dude,
I
that
forgot
was so
about
awesome.
that.
We got to do that again
I
one day
forgot.
because that was.
What did you
brilliant.
guys go piss
God,
people off at the
we
roundup?
went to the roundup, and
Which
like,
is a country western bar, by the way.
and everyone's so serious about line dancing. All of a sudden, he gets up, he pretends like he's playing the trombone, like he's like dive rolling across the
See.
floor, and like everyone was
ridiculous.
laughing so hard they
Pathetic.
were crying. Like
Dude,
even
this
the
is
ones that were serious.
People got guns in the state. You got to be careful,
No,
bro.
no.
I know.
Even the
Half of
serious
the people were
guys.
laughing, the other half were like,
Loading.
"What's wrong with this guy?
No,
you don't
you-
like our music?"
Yeah.
You broke
Fancy
them down
band
though.
play-
You broke them down. They all ended up laughing.
Yeah, but
like,
then I was raped
it was.
in the bathroom by 12 Indian cowboys.
You were wearing jeans.
All right, last story we'll cover because we're almost out of here. And when you bring it up is it's interesting. I don't know if you heard this, Bob. The English are they are banning a bunch of porn stuff. Long list of sex acts have been banned. Are you sexually repressed? Are you pretty adventurous sexually? You got a girl, right?
Yes.
And you've been in a long-term relationship with this girl?
3 years.
You get
and a
to
half.
you guys explore each other sexually,
I
or
don't
is
know
it?
what you just did with your hand.
I don't know. I'm not,
You did act
I don't know what that was.
like
I
a
have no idea.
boob, I
Yeah.
think.
No, I was trying to find the right words. I was stretching the sentence out with my hand.
Yeah. I vote. I mean, with every girl I've ever dated, been very adventurous. Yep.
You're not like repressed. You're not like turn the
No.
lights off and don't.
Dude, you kidding? When I masturbate, I have sex with my pillow. Who does that? Who
Not
does
me.
that?
No, I don't
Nobody.
know anybody.
Oh my god.
One pillow is a girl with small boobs, Tiffany, and then a girl with big jugs, 2 or 3 pillows, and you lie on top and you put your penis in between the bed and the pillow.
Oh my god.
How
Her
hard
mom's,
is that?
If
her
you
mom's
ever-
head just exploded when she heard
If
that.
you ever stay at his house, don't use one of his
What?
pillows.
What? Yeah, no kidding. Dude.
I'm like, that's you got to simulate it. Why would I go to touch myself?
Yeah, Bob's like, yeah, when you come in town to a show, thanks, Bob. I'll sleep in the shed. I'll come and I'm gonna sleep in the shed if you got a shed.
Dogs are always trying to eat between the couch cushions. What's between there? I don't know. You been eating in here again?
You're talking to a guy who doesn't even clean his own sheets.
And wait.
My girlfriend's like, "Why is there sand in your bed?" Not
I
sand.
went to the beach last summer.
My boobs are average.
I
I
didn't
just
mean
like
that. I
have
didn't
you
mean that.
know.
What do you mean average?
I meant like freaks,
They're
like
at the-
jugs.
They're the
You
average
have-
size.
You
boobs.
have breasties.
Yeah, not like the last time he
Yeah.
was in here where we had the
that
what's her
was
face?
that was jugs.
That
Let's
was-
Yeah,
use it
those
right.
are big.
Like different words for boobs mean different things. Like breasts, right? Like
Mhm.
breasts. You have breasts.
Yeah.
Then there's like boobs, tits. Tits are like you think are kind of.
They're a little bit larger than
fuller,
normal, but
maybe a
not
little
big
fuller.
ones. Yeah,
What are
Right.
crystals?
she's got
I
boobs.
can't see. What's
Boobs.
She got boobs.
boobs?
Yeah, those are boobs.
Yeah.
Boobs.
Then you have like cans.
What does
Those are
Jordan
usually
have?
sloppy,
Shut
huge
up.
nipples,
Hanging.
hanging.
Yeah.
Jugs.
Oh.
Again, huge, sloppy. Usually a jug, you can see the vein behind the, which you kind of excites you. You also like you want to puke. You're like, ugh.
Yeah.
It means there's a there's blood going through there.
Yeah, what is she?
It was fatty
leukemia?
tissue.
What are you, a vampire? I can
There's
see right through your
jugs.
translucent
Right,
skin.
right.
Ugh. Well,
Rack.
I don't know. I guess the British people in England have issues with certain sex acts that we don't have issues with here. Obviously, Jordan, you want to run through the list because some of these I was like, really?
You're not allowed to spank.
Yeah,
Spanking.
spanking. There's nothing above that, so that's the first.
That's
one
the
is
first one.
Spanking.
Spanking, caning, aggressive whipping.
Oh,
Which-
what does that mean though? Aggressive whipping
I don't
as
know.
opposed to
Yeah,
just whipping.
you can do like non-aggressive whipping, like
Like you-
friendly whipping.
You ever whip anybody, Bob?
You're upset about it?
No.
No, me
No,
neither.
never whipped. I think
You-
it's boring.
uh,
Doesn't do anything. Well, you were whipped here last time I was here. That's probably why I
Yeah.
never did it again.
I know.
Stuck for life.
Didn't take to it. To be
Oh
honest.
yeah, you
Yeah.
were whipped.
But spanking, I never spanked, but I've give you a good rap every night, just to kind of, because I've seen it in movies. I don't know. You ever done that? You ever just a little,
So yeah,
yeah.
On the
Why do
face.
we do that?
I do it on the face.
I don't know why guys do that. I don't know what my.
Got to send a message.
Yeah. All right.
Penetration by any object associated with violence.
That could be so many things.
I know.
Like
That's
a knife?
everything I do.
All of it's
You
associated
see
with.
even when I'm being tender, if you saw my face, it looked like I was being violent.
Yeah. I mean, what associated with the violence? So we're doing guns. You can't have any penetration by a gun.
Well, why
face
would you
sitting.
do that?
Fish.
Fish?
I got a video
Face
game where you
sitting.
hit people with fishes.
Oh, okay. What'd you say?
No, I just saw the word one. I went. I'm sorry.
You-
Face sitting. I saw it through.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
That's a
You're way
thing.
ahead of us.
Yeah. Slow down.
Okay.
Slow
so
down.
physical and
You New
verbal
Yorkers?
abuse. That's physical and verbal abuse, regardless if it's consensual. So if the chick says, "Go ahead, say bad things to me,"
Call me a
Still
whore.
Yeah, I
illegal.
can't call
Call
her.
me a
Yeah.
whore.
no. Well, is that verbal abuse if she's actually a prostitute? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think it is. What's the other one? Can you say that? Urolagnia?
You're a
Water
lashnia.
sports.
Urolagnia, water sports. That to me, no way.
You would
no,
want to
thank
do
you.
that.
There are
I don't
people out
know.
there. There are
It's
videos.
It's on video. I've seen some videos.
Ugh, it's disgusting. Really?
Yeah,
Well-
I saw
Yeah.
Team America.
You saw what?
Team
She's seen
America.
puppets pee on each
The
other.
puppets did it.
It was a South Park. You ever seen Team America?
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
right. No water sports. This is weird. Role playing as non-adults. So
Oh, like children?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but what about like
Schoolgirl.
what about the
Oh, yeah,
animals
the
though? What about
schoolgirl
those
thing's
role
fun.
playing people that do the furries?
You can be a regular dog, but not a puppy. You
That
have to be
includes
too old
you-
for a Swissman to eat.
Yep.
What was that?
Or you can't you can't dress up as like a telemarketer.
That's
She comes in as like someone who has credit problems. Can't do that either.
yeah. You're not mature enough
So
for
you
this
can't
relationship.
do the cheerleading thing.
Okay, so no
little girl
physical
thing.
restraint, which I guess handcuffs are. I was never into that either. The whole handcuff.
Well, that could be holding her back when she tries to run out of the room.
I don't, humiliation.
bitch!
yeah. Oh,
Kick it in the ass!
just cross the legal boundaries of what I can go to jail for. Humiliation. Isn't that?
What does that mean?
That's all my whole sex. I
Yeah.
get humiliated every
That's
time.
that while you're having sex, you point to her vagina and you go, "Oh my god!" And then you say this, quote unquote, "Oh my god, that's the largest clit I've ever seen."
Here's the one
That's
that freaked
humiliation.
Tiffany out. Female
I
ejaculation.
didn't get it.
She didn't know what it was, so I went online and I just showed her a picture of it, and her eyes.
No.
Squirting.
No,
Stop.
it was a still. We didn't actually see the video. We tried to find
yeah,
the
you
video.
tried
but
to
it was a
find
still.
the video.
The still really did it. Let's
He went
be honest.
directly to a pornographic website.
Yeah,
to
I was
find
like,
it.
why not?
Show me
He's
a
like, I should have went to
picture.
Wikipedia, but I'm like, picture worth 1,000
Jordan
words.
was giggling the whole time. He was like, "Oh my god."
Have you ever been with a girl that does that?
No,
Never.
no.
That's a freaky thing, dude.
I learned what it is. It's squirting.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
She learned it just then when you said it. That's when
Why
it
don't you
happened.
try it? Maybe it'll happen. Maybe you're just not getting enough excitement.
fluid in your body. Drink
Yeah.
more water.
No, it looks very messy.
And she's
Only you would be like,
no. There's too
gotta
much.
be clean.
Yeah. Well, too much work afterwards.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not cleaning
That's
up.
true. Yeah,
You
you
hire
gotta
a
change
Mex-
the
I
sheets.
just wanna
Bring
go
a
to
Mexican
bed
cleaning lady into the room. She'll take care of it.
Here's one that I was disappointed about.
Strangulation. You were
Yeah,
disappointed.
Yeah, that's.
You get
that's
into
sad.
that?
No, of course not.
Why?
dude.
Why are you
Why?
disappointed?
I was kidding. It's a joke.
You didn't sound like it.
Chris was like, "That's why we don't have sex."
Oh wow.
I've never strangled you. I've never choked you or anything. Who does that?
That includes when you're masturbating with yourself.
If you just grip
If
just
you're-
too
yeah, If
hard,
you're like choking them, like like you're mad at them.
like you're mad at them. I hate you. You ruined my life. Yeah, the face sitting is the one you got, and
So what's that? You're sitting on their face?
Wow, that's brilliant. The way you put those two things together and came up with that.
It's kind of like babysitting,
It's like
but you're just face sitting. It's just with one other person who's older the age of 8. It's like you're just sitting on their face. It's like you're babysitting someone's face.
With your ass. You're face raping them is what it is. It's a face rape.
So does that rule out 69ing?
You know what? That's a damn good
Are you
question.
sitting on the face? You kinda
No.
Yeah,
I
who's
would
on
have-
top?
picking yourself up.
I would have to write the government and be like, so does that mean?
Wait a minute. What does it matter who's on top?
Because if you're on the bottom, you're not really sitting on their face.
Somebody's always on the bottom and somebody's on the top.
for
And
her,
you
though.
can flip it over.
I
It
think
keeps
she was
going.
talking about would
But
she
if
go to
you're-
jail if she was
Oh.
doing 69.
Well,
It
no, I'm
depends
saying
on where you're
people
at
in
the 69.
general. Don't. My mom watches this. Don't say I do it. But I'm just saying, like the person on top, will they get in trouble for sitting
They
on the
get
person's
yeah,
face?
they get
You're not-
arrested.
no.
Is that being framed by the person that's
Because you're not sitting. You're lying. You're lying on the face.
Not if you sit up to like.
You
itch
know,
your
face
butt or
sitting
something.
How
actually
can
is.
you 69 while you're sitting? You can't. There's no physical way
Yeah,
for
but
two
you
people to
might-
do that
what
at that
if your
point.
back hurts and you need to sit up
It's
for
not
a second
Tetris.
and crack it, and then you're sitting on their
Tetris.
face, and then you go back down.
All right, I've had enough.
All right, I just got a
Okay,
boner.
anyway.
Move on.
And lastly is fisting.
Yeah, no, I
No,
I
that's
never
not
want to do
cool.
that.
I've never got any. I've seen like it's been offered to me, and I've never chosen to partake
Is
of
that
that.
when you punch?
Whoa, back
their
up, back up.
vagina?
Wait.
Well, no, I meant in video form, not actual fisting.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, no.
You can throw an elbow, but no fist.
A toe. I'll just
Elbow
put the toe
or
in.
a clit.
Who could have a whole fist fit in there?
Some women can.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
because they had a baby. Crystal.
Bob's face is making.
They had a baby. Your vagina can stretch. You could.
Yeah.
Your vagina has
You could park a car in there.
It's a elasticity, they call it.
Crystal had to take her earphones out. Okay.
No.
Oh, Crystal told me to tell
no,
everyone
let's
that
not.
you cannot fit a fist in her vagina.
Holy
what about a
Christ.
baby's fist?
No, stop.
Okay.
Wow, really? What's wrong with you, dude?
I was wondering for science.
None of our parents listen to the show. Your parent does, okay?
But she would think that was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's because she's getting fisted.
All right, we were gonna do a quiz. We're at the end of the show. I'm just gonna end it now.
Oh wait.
Yes.
Twitter.
Well, we're gonna get there.
Oh, you
I know
said
what
you
I'm
were
doing.
ending it. I got
I know what
scared.
I'm. Not, well, I just don't say that and then just stop. I know what the hell I'm doing. Christ
I know
Almighty.
you do. I trust you.
I want to thank Bob DiBuono for coming in and hanging out with
Thanks,
us.
guys,
I know
for
you
having
guys got a busy week, and sorry we didn't have a stripper here this time.
I know, I was upset.
Well, what do you want me to do, dude? That was a mess last time.
That was great up.
It was a mess.
Do you ever talk to her again?
No.
The dominatrix?
No, never.
It was
Jordan's
so
friends
awkward.
with her.
She changed her name to Frankie Styles. Now it's like, what was I playing with now? I don't know.
Make that
Jesus.
lower.
Where can people check you out, Bob? If they want to check out your comedy, get in touch with you on Twitter.
Well, BobDiBuono.com is my website. Twitter at Bob DiBuono. Yeah, add me on Twitter at Bob DiBuono.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you have
And-
Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he get all connected with all
I
that.
thought we were on there together.
I have no idea. Are we?
Yeah.
we
You
are.
wanna
I
see
like
my-
your stuff a lot.
Okay.
You do.
Yeah,
The
okay.
one of me fisting.
Sorry.
An Indian man while I'm getting raped.
You can check Bob out at Snappers all this weekend. That's 5 shows starting tomorrow night. That's snapperscomedygrill.com. I'll be at Coconuts on December 13th. Headlining. You can come check me out there. And I think that's it. Tiffany, Jordan, anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Let's get the hell. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week on Double Special. Good night, everybody.
Bringing it back to the start with a wink and a nod. Got him swarming foe and throwing it back to smokes. Clearing out the cabin where he kept the 64. WrestleMania all day long. What could go wrong? Took his sheet to the head, now he this for us all. And I'm picking up the pieces of gray matter on the floor. Try to get my IQ back to 164. And I try as I may, I try as I might. I try arm and slash cause I'm cloud strive. If I think that you can, I think that you will. Now take it with a glass of water and 2 pills and you'll feel better every day. Well, yeah. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Whoa. I never before seen that in my life. Now just sitting reminiscing about the days of the position. Sexual statues up in the kitchen. CC no care, we drunk off one bed. Laughing so hard that we burst into tears. Now Jizzy was a man, and man it was a man. Now coffee Satan turning inside out, that's the
plan. I bruised up my knees trying to fight off the bees. Crying, if you will, take it down an octave, please. Now one lesbian and 5 virgin males. We all getting laid into wish well. I tried really hard. I tried so hard and I stopped because I felt just short. If I think you can do it, I know